Sunday Night Fights on Fox Sports Net. Pound for pound, the best fighters in the world go toe-to-toe. Witness boxing fury from a ringside seat. Sunday Night Fights on Fox Sports Net.
Back to Black with 20 seconds left to play. Goes back to Michael Jordan. Jumper from out on the left. Good! The triangle for Gully to win. Whitberg tries about a 30-footer. The red zone Charles slams it in.
Perks gets it off to Capel. He'll fire a long shot.
Andretti is synonymous with speed and danger.
The Andretti rule is he who gets hurt last wins.
Tonight at 8 on Fox Sports Net.
The Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum should be rocking again this afternoon as the Islanders return home after yet another road victory. And today, the New York Islanders face the Dallas Stars, and we've got it for you right here on Fox Sports Net. Hi again, everyone. I'm Howie Rose, along with Joe Micheletti, Stan Fischler, and Eddie Westfall join us today as well. And welcome to Geico Islanders game night after just another win on the road.
Nothing to it, right?
Nope.
Team didn't play well for a couple of periods, and but as we've seen in the early part of this season, there's just an awful lot of resolve on this team, and they're finding ways to win. It was, a week where they had all that time off, and when you have that kind of time off, you need to try and get going early in the game, and they had to kill off those penalties. I think it hurt them, but eventually they did what they had to do.
So it did take them a while to get going on Friday night in Raleigh, but they did come back and beat the Hurricanes. Let's take a look at the highlights, and they're brought to you by Geico.
Well, I mentioned an early penalty-killing situation for the Islanders because of just a mishap with the starting lineup. Chris Osgood had to be busy early, and this is a power play goal. Rod Brind'Amour scores it. That makes it 1-0 very early in the game. The crowd was into it, 16,000 in Carolina. And then a 4-on-4 situation. See Martinek lose it. 3-on-1. Carolina comes back down the other way. The very impressive second-year man, Wasicek, right there puts it in. It's 2-0. The Islanders are reeling at that time. Carolina is skating. The fans are into it. But the Islanders fight back. Their power play had troubles recently, but they score one here. Who else? Mark Parrish in front of the net deflects that shot in by Roman Hamrlik. That gets him on the scoreboard. Then a big save by Chris Osgood as Rod Brind'Amour has an opportunity. And then the Islanders again on the power play. This time, what a pass. Fake shot right here, and then the perfect pass from Czerkawski. The other side to Oleg Kvasha. That goal tied it at 2 in the third period. And then later on, again, it was Carolina. This time, Ron Francis with an opportunity. Another save by Chris Osgood. Isbister has a chance. This is in overtime after the Islanders killed off a penalty. Watch this bad penalty right there. Sandis Ozolinsh takes a terrible penalty, and with 2:01 to go in overtime, the Islanders go on the power play.
You just think they're going to win it here. Czerkawski scores! The Islanders winning it! What did you know, brother? Mariusz Czerkawski, his first goal of the year! 3-2 Islanders. Joe, we're going to Vegas.
So the win gives the Islanders still a little goose egg there in the regulation time loss column. They haven't done that yet.
Well, there were so many thoughts. What kind of how are they going to get off to this season? Is it going to be a good start, a bad start? All these new faces, new goaltender, the whole thing doesn't get much better than that, does it? I mean, it's the best start in franchise history, and this is a team that's got an awful lot of confidence
and an opportunity to tie and break that road record next weekend. But Peter Laviolette smelled that Carolina comeback.
Well, when I went out on the ice in the third period, and you can ask them, maybe they'll say something different, but I had that feeling like we were going to win. I mean, if we won the third period, we could win the game. That's exactly what happened.
Felt that the third period's been our period, and we know if we can keep it closer, down by 1, up by 1, tied going to the third, we have the confidence in this team if we stick to our system that we're going to go out there and win the game. And you know, it took us to go into overtime again with these guys, but you know, we're just trying to stick to the system and keep playing the solid road games.
Guys, confidence, and I mean, we've come back now. We've trailed going into the third period 3 times, and we've gotten 4 points. I mean, so we've done real well.
I think we did a lot of things not well tonight. There was maybe the time off was not good for us. Maybe we just were a bit flat. Saying that, came out and we battled in the third period, and we killed penalties. We scored on power plays. We did the things that we had to do to win a hockey game in the third period, and it still wasn't pretty for us, but they always, you know, they're not always pretty.
Well, the end was gorgeous, or at least you would think that's what Peter Laviolette was thinking, especially because it was Mariusz Czerkawski who finished the game.
He finally got going, and I think that's what everyone's been waiting for. And I've said this before, I give Peter Laviolette an awful lot of credit, because sometimes when your players that are supposed to be doing certain things, in Czerkawski's case is scoring, and they're not, sometimes you sit them down. But not in this case. He kept Czerkawski out there. This was a chance he had early in the first period. Beautiful setup from behind the net by Yashin, and then the quick shot, and that's as good a save as you're going to see. And then on the power play, Czerkawski, watch the fake shot coming up right here. Fake, and then the perfect pass to the other side. Everyone thought he was going to shoot. Perfect pass, and that tied the game. And then the big one, of course, in overtime, the quick shot there. I think Czerkawski's been shooting the puck a little bit quicker than he has in earlier games, looking for those opportunities. Instead of looking to pass it off, he's taking the shots. And I think Czerkawski being a streaky scorer, this just could be the thing that really kind of launches him into one of those 3, 4, 5 game segments where he scores a lot of goals.
You see that he started slowly last year, too. And he told Stan Fischler this morning he saved his best for last.
Good timing to score that goal as well. I mean, if that would come, that was just perfect for us. I mean, in overtime, Alexei took the draw and one play clear, and then Parrish just blocked the D and kicked it to me a little bit, and I just had basically me and Barassa. And I was thinking going low, actually, because I shot a couple times high, and you know, he was very sharp at the net that time. So fortunately went in.
Every great scorer has slumps, and when you break out of it, you react differently. What was going on inside of you? What were you feeling?
Well, it was just relief, I think. I said after the game to Blake, I'm like, I probably feel like you right now, 160 pounds light, but and I was joking about, you know, not to know what I should do after I scored that goal. I forget, you know, all the celebration thing, but. You know, like you said, I mean, as long as you get those chances, as long as you create, as long as you know, obviously you can't feel that good about yourself because you still know that you should score. But at the same time, we're winning, and that's, you know, and we play good as a team, and that's obviously helps a lot and take the pressure a little bit off. But obviously, hopefully, and you know, I was hoping like to get that goal and maybe get out the slump, and maybe I can score some more now.
Well, not only was Mariusz's game-winning goal on the power play, so were the other 2 goals the Islanders scored in that game. And after having gone a couple of games without a power play goal, they accounted for all 3 in Carolina.
I think the break that they had, the 4 days off, gave them an opportunity to work on the power play a little bit. Remember, going into this game, they were on an 0-for-17 streak. Michael Peca wins the faceoff, then holds off Ron Francis. There's the good shot from Roman Hamrlik, and of course Mark Parrish was there. On this power play, they're able to get the puck in, but look at 3 players right on top of the puck, so they're able to retrieve the puck, take control, and then Czerkawski, who was moved down lower to the net, ends up making a play. Good job here to keep it in, moving the puck around, getting some scoring chances here. And Czerkawski will end up with right side. There he is there. Now watch him look, fake shot, and the perfect pass across. So I think those 4 days off helped their power play by just being able to change things around a little bit.
So those special teams right around the top of the league, one of the big reasons that the Islanders are living up high as well. Meantime, today's opponents, the Dallas Stars, come off of a pretty big win of their own. That was in Detroit on Friday night against what had been a red-hot Detroit Red Wing team.
Well, Dallas, their big problem this year has been the fact that they haven't been able to score goals. Ken Hitchcock told me earlier that he really likes the way his team has competed. When he's watched tapes of games, he can't understand how they haven't been able to finish off, so they don't have that confidence yet, or at least didn't until they went into Detroit. They scored a couple of early goals, and that turned out to be quite the game because there were 90 total shots in that game. Belfour and Hasek were tremendous in this game. And they had to be because of all the offense. Detroit opened up a little bit when they fell behind. There's Sean Van Allen tipping in a shot past Dominik Hasek. And Detroit, with all their firepower, Luc Robitaille scores here. That's 7 consecutive games that he had scored a goal in. So he had obviously been hot with all their firepower. You know, Yzerman and the players he plays with, they go to the net hard. This is the first goal of the season for Donald Audette, who signed a 4-year contract as an unrestricted free agent in the offseason. Audette again here, and Pierre Turgeon, another one of those free agent signees, scores into the empty net after another good effort from Donald Audette. Ed Belfour was tremendous in that game as well, and this, I think, Dallas is going to help them from a confidence level.
Yeah, they've got so many new faces there, but earlier this morning, their coach, Ken Hitchcock, told our Stan Fischler that Detroit game might have been a turning point.
I think it's the start of understanding what it takes to win. We had to play 60 minutes. That was a team like the Islanders on an unbelievable roll. You have to play 60 minutes against it. If you let up for 2 or 3 minutes, they're going to score on you, and we feel the same as the Islanders. They have a lot of confidence, and I think that we have a lot of confidence right now going in this game.
And you got a kid like Turco. How do you alternate? What's your plan, and who's going in today?
Turco's going to play today, and our plan was that Eddie needs to play a certain amount of games just rhythm-wise, in which we want to keep going with. But we wanted to establish Turco as a quality goalie in this league. So Marty's going to see quality opponents in the 25 or 28 games that he's going to play. He's going to see quality opponents, and we want that to happen. And that's why Marty's played real well this year. This is a big test for him today to have to play against the Islanders, who probably are playing the best hockey of anybody in the National Hockey League right now.
How much do you miss in terms of the lack of scoring a guy like Brett Hull?
Well, we're a different team than without Hully. Hully was the guy that could go unnoticed all game, and then at the right time, 5-on-3 power play late in a game, could always score for you. So we missed that part of it. But we felt at the end of the year that we didn't need to change one player and add one player. We need to add a significant amount of forwards. We've done that.
A couple of goaltenders who have roots in Michigan will be in the lineup this afternoon. Marty Turco for the Stars, Chris Osgood for the Islanders. We'll have more in a moment.
You're watching Geico Islanders Game Night. A 15-minute call can save you 15%. 1-800-947-AUTO.
Still paying too much for car insurance? Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more.
Hello? No, I can't save you money on car insurance. You want Geico, not Gecko. Well, that's uncalled for.
Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Happy?
Yeah.
No.
Where's the mountain made of crystal? Where's the 10,000-seat arena?
But this is fantastic.
Where are all the slot machines?
The new Mohegan Sun. There's nothing else like it.
Open a Chase checking account and access your money at over 1,000 branches and ATMs combined. So wherever you need us in the tri-state area, you can always pop right in. Chase checking. The right relationship is everything. Open a Chase checking account and save time managing your money online. A few clicks, a few sips, put your banking behind you and your whole day in front of you. Chase checking. The right relationship is everything.
Welcome back to Geico Islanders game night. Only it's game day. Coach Peter Laviolette, you got to be a happy guy. Team's winning even though you don't play great. Tell me about the last one.
Well, we came off of a 5-game layoff, and I don't think it was our best game. We came out a little bit slow. I think we got better as the game went on. The second period was a mild improvement, not too much. In the third period, I thought we started to get back into our game a little bit. I thought we outplayed them a little bit, outshot them a little bit. But we were able to hang in there. Chris Osgood had a lot to do with that. Well, he held down the fort while we stumbled through the first period and a half. But overall, it was impressive. I think going into the third period, the guys felt like they had an opportunity to win the game. When we took the ice, we felt confident we were going to win the game.
Well, I didn't. I watched that game, and when you got that opening penalty, I said, this is not going to be a good night. Now, in terms of that penalty, you obviously took the responsibility for it. After that happens to a player, the players needle the other guy. Did the players needle you about that? Maybe you should have a kangaroo court?
After the win. After the win, they certainly did. But, it's over with now. They did, we got through it. I think it was a good learning experience for me and for the team to realize that we have to play better when we come off of a layoff because we weren't very sharp. So we snaked out of town with the 2 points, and that was the big thing.
Now, I've seen some pretty broad smiles this morning, but none bigger than Mariusz Czerkawski breaking the Schnei. How about him?
Mariusz, he's worked hard, and he's had a lot of opportunity out there. They haven't dropped for him, and through it all, I think with the team experienced some success out there, he stayed pretty positive, and he's been a good trooper through it all. I mean, he's a 35 goal scorer that has been snake bit at the beginning of the year through the success of the team, and he could have easily turned the other way and gotten a little bit bitter and not worked as hard and gotten down, and he hasn't done that at all. He's worked his way out of it. It was a big goal for us. Hopefully it'll open up for him. The floodgates will open up, and he'll continue on.
Well, as a parent, every once in a while you like to give your kids advice, and you hope that they listen. You talked to Mariusz that day. What did you tell him? What was his reaction?
I saw him in the weight room just after the game against San Jose, and he had his opportunities. He had some opportunities in overtime, and I pretty much went in there and said, listen, you're playing good hockey. You're playing well. Stop gripping your stick so tight. Put a smile on your face. Go out there, have fun. It's a fun game. You're a good player, and I think he listened, and he's been like that. He's been like that through it all. But I think he just wanted, maybe if some reassurance from me came that way, he would feel better about it.
Well, the club obviously a remarkable road record. Now you're home. Huge test. Dallas, what's the game plan?
Well, we have to be better with our puck possession and what we're doing with the puck. I think it's important that we gain as much territory as we can, and we advance the puck as much as we can. We establish a much better forecheck than we did in Carolina, which wasn't very good. We also have to be very sharp defensively. If you look at their lineup, I mean, they can roll 4 lines, and all 4 lines can do some damage. So it's important for us to be sharp defensively. I think that the biggest thing is just our preparation and our start, and make sure we come out and play a good solid 20 minutes, and then we'll just go from there.
Thanks very much, Coach, and good luck today. We'll have more right after this break. Dallas versus the Islanders.
We deck the hall with Christmas. The rockets are all a-dancing. The choir is a-singing. The sleigh bells are a-ringing. Never was there ever such a Christmas show.
The Radio City Christmas Spectacular.
It will fill your heart with Christmas. Take someone that you know.
Someone that you love.
To see the Radio City Christmas show.
Call today.
My name is Timothy Stackpole. I'm a fireman, ladder 103, 18 years on the job. I always, even as a child, I wanted to be a fireman. And as I got older and I went to college, I still wanted to be a fireman. Like, the greatest high you can ever get in life is by helping somebody and making a difference in life. Doing things because it's the right thing to do, not because you're looking for something like, how's it going to benefit me? Anybody can just do their job to the letter of the rules, but it's overextending yourself and and doing that little extra, that little above the call of duty that makes the fire department special.
Sunday night fights on Fox Sports Net. Pound for pound, the best fighters in the world go toe-to-toe. Witness boxing fury from a ringside seat. Sunday night fights on Fox Sports Net.
Stan Fischler with Eddie Westfall, and we got a lot to talk about. 18. First of all, the question is coming up all the time. The Islanders for real. What about it?
Oh, yeah. I think if you look at it statistically, Stan, and spirit-wise, yes, you'd have a yes on both. If you look at the statistical end of it, hey, they lead their conference. They got 16 points. The nearest team is Toronto, who's played 2 more games than they have at 14 points. Their goals against. Now, these are things that maybe are dull to a lot of people, but if you're looking at reasons why this team is doing so well, they've only given up 19 goals against. And they're tied with Boston. Boston has played maybe a game or 2 more than them, but they both got 19 goals against. That speaks volumes for goaltending and the defensive posture of the Islanders. They're playing well in their own end of the ice and playing well without the puck. So the goals for only 2 teams in the league, or I should say in the conference, and also in the league, I may add that as well, have more goals. And Toronto's got 35, but they've played 2 more games. And Philadelphia has 34. They've played 1 more game. So goals for. Some of the statistics that were nagging the Islanders over a lot of years are starting to show up, and that's the reason they're doing so well. Spirit-wise, well, listen, you just saw the coach, Peter Laviolette. If you're a player, you've got to buy in. This guy has a mannerism about him. He's got a matter-of-fact tone about him, so that you listen when he says something, and everybody seems to be buying in. And someone like Kvasha, who just had a miserable time last year, seems to be buying in. Now you could say it's a lot of different factors, but I happen to think it's the coach. They're having fun. Hitchcock, the other coach, Dallas's coach, Ken Hitchcock, alluded to the fact that the Islanders are tough to play against. One of the reasons is they're having fun.
I even saw Kvasha smile the other day. But 18, for the fans who didn't see 18 play, and I did, 18 was the Michael Peca. You were Michael Peca before there was a Michael Peca.
Well,
now, you could score, you could check. As a player, and a guy gets in a slump like Mariusz Czerkawski, how did you get out of a slump? How did you handle it mentally?
Well, the first thing is that, you usually have dialogue. You have it with your teammates. That's important, but also with the coach. And I had Harry Sinden, Tom Jonsson. I had Al Arbor, of course.
Right.
And slumps are things that generally you manufacture in your own mind, right, unless the numbers prove it. And I think Peter Laviolette was talking about Mariusz Czerkawski in the way that I would have talked to him as a coach. Look what you're doing. It's positive, it's a reinforcement of the things you're doing well when you don't have the puck. He had 5 assists in 8 games. If he goes another 8 games without a goal or 9, then he is in a slump. I don't think he is.
A lot of familiar guys on Dallas.
Yeah, there's 5. It's like the Islanders away.
Okay, we're going to see them in a few minutes. Mike Modano.
Your new CD has at least one song you absolutely love. Several. You could take or leave. And a couple you absolutely hate. It's a good thing Philips makes CD recorders. With its 3-disc changer and high-speed recording, you can make your own custom CDs quickly and easily. And compared with PC burners and other CD recorders, Philips BitSync technology assures incredibly accurate copies. Philips CD recorders for perfect copies.
Call now for Philips special 50/50 offer. $50 off the price of a Philips CD recorder, plus $50 in free blank audio CDs. $100 value, available now for a limited time. Call for your free rebate coupons in the Philips retailer nearest you.
wrong? No.
It's tough not having a car. With immediate claim service, Geico gets you back on the road fast. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You like it?
No. I came here to see something amazing. Where's the world's largest planetarium? Where's the 300-seat cabaret? Where are all the craps tables?
The new Mohegan Sun. There's nothing else like it.
There's no limit to the store-wide sale at The Wiz. Shop now and save 5, 10, even 20% throughout the store. Get in while it lasts and get the help of a Wiz Kid ready to answer all your questions. Push the limits of home theater with the easy-to-install Sony home theater system with a built-in DVD. Now only $499.99. And every projection TV is on sale. With amazing prices, advice, and the latest technology, there's no limit to the savings. Sale ends soon, so get it right at The Wiz.
You've been watching Geico Islanders Game Night. A 15-minute call can save you 15%. 1-800-947-AUTO.
Hi, everybody. Mike Crispino here in our New York studios. Dallas Stars will be playing the New York Rangers on Monday night at Madison Square Garden, of course, taking on the Islanders today. Last night in Boston, the Rangers took a 3-game losing streak onto Fleet Center ice. The Rangers had given up 15 goals in those 3 defeats, but they turned it around against the Bruins, winning in overtime 2-1. Early on, Byron Dafoe was sharp, stopping a Darren Van Imp blast. And there was no score in the second period when Mark Messier chipped the puck ahead to Andreas Johansson, who scored his 2nd of the year through a screen with a wrister, beating Dafoe. The Rangers had a 1-0 lead. Third period, the lead was standing up. The Bruins shorthanded. Jamie Rivers blasted the puck around the boards, out on the breakout. Scott Pellerin, but he is stopped by Mike Richter. He had 45 saves on the night, did Richter. He makes another save on Sergei Samsonov. But the Bruins on the power play in the final 5 minutes, able to tie it up. A deflected shot by Samsonov for the game-tying goal. And then in overtime, 30 seconds left. Brian Leach off a pass from Eric Lindros centers. The puck went through Dafoe, off Brian Ralston, the former Devil. It's tipped in, and the Rangers win it by a final of 2-1. Last night, the Devils were hosting the Buffalo Sabres, and the Devils are back on course despite a franchise-low 11 shots on goal. They beat the Sabres by a final of 3-1. Martin Brodeur gets another win, and now they have won 4 in a row. Devils on a power play in the first, got their first goal. Jason Arnott, 6th of the year, beats Bob Essenza. Then J.P. Dumont would steal a puck and take off blue line to blue line, beat the Devil defense in, and beat Martin Brodeur in the second to knot the game at 1. We're in the third, tied at 1, and on the power play, the Devils, Brian Rafalski's wrister is loose in front. Peter Sikora picks it up. It's his 4th of the year. That's the game winner. They added a little icing on it a little bit later on. Sabres pulled the goaltender. Martin Brodeur's clearing pass ends up on the stick. Randy McKay, and eventually Bobby Holik. Holik's 501st career point, his 2nd goal of the year. Devils won it by a final of 3-1. That was the story last night locally. The Stars and the Islanders are coming up in just a few minutes, so stay tuned for that. More NHL hockey coming up.
The hottest tickets in town provide thrills, chills, excitement, and suspense. The hottest tickets in town are the newest instant games from the New York Lottery. There's Monte Carlo, Struck by Luck, Money Talks, and Easy Sixes. New York Lottery instant games, they're the hottest tickets in town.
The wonder of it all, take a chance, make it happen, pop the cork, finger snapping, spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet, grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Let's live. Yeah, let's live. me at Foxwoods.
Foxwoods.
Goodness, Beelzebub, you look like heck.
Stick a pitchfork in it, Junior. It's hot as Hades in here and I'm burnt out.
Then drink a Red Bull energy drink. It vitalizes body and mind.
Red Bull, huh? Tastes great. But, what's that?
There is one side effect, though.
Wings. I can't grow wings. The master of evil cannot grow wings.
Red Bull gives you wings!
Turn right here. Excuse me. Do you know where the art museum is?
It's 2 blocks up.
Thank you.
You're into art?
Oh yeah. Sculpture, mostly. I mean, I like paintings too, but...
The 2002 Mitsubishi Galant.
She was helpful.
Right now, pay 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for an entire year.
Czerkawski has some room. He steps up, feeds cross-eye, score! Islanders tie it. Kvasha on the power play.
You just think they're going to win it here.
Czerkawski scores! The Islanders win it! What did you know, brother? Mariusz Czerkawski, his first goal of the year. 3-2 Islanders. Joe, we're going to Vegas.
Let's go.
Well, we didn't get to Vegas, but we did fly home over Atlantic City, which I suppose is fitting because the Islanders have been on a roll. And this afternoon, they're back home at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum to face the Dallas Stars. Hi again, everyone. I'm Howie Rose, along with Joe Micheletti. Stan Fischler, Eddie Westfall join us today as well. And this should be a real test for the Islanders because this Dallas Stars team is deep and disciplined.
Forget about their record. I mean, they're only a game over 500. They haven't scored many goals this year with the exception of the last game, 5 against Detroit. But this is a team, I agree with you, Howie, it's a much deeper team than they had last year. And as they continue to move along, this is a team I think is going to score a lot of goals.
But the Islanders have depth of their own, and it came out in Raleigh on Friday night, helping to build that 3-2 overtime win over the Carolina Hurricanes. You got Yashin, who's working well with not only Kvasha, but also Mariusz Czerkawski, who came up with the game winner.
Can you imagine how that line will get going if Czerkawski now gets on some kind of a roll and starts scoring a little bit? And the second line with Peca, we've talked about all year, they've been very, very consistent. This is when the Islanders trailed by a score of 2-1. Power play goal, Czerkawski, fake shot, beautiful pass. Kvasha puts it into the empty net. That made it a 2-2 game, and then the overtime winner. Perfect shot by Czerkawski, his first of the year. So if Czerkawski can get going, and if Yashin stays as consistent as he's been, and Kvasha keeps growing the way he's grown, I mean, that line could be something.
Probably the biggest adjustment has been made by Czerkawski, but he says that line has a pretty good feel to it.
I mean, Ole is a big guy and great speed, and obviously when he's going, I mean, he's really flying, and he's playing good hockey right now, and obviously, you know, having Alexei there, you know, they both Russian and I'm Polish. I mean, that's the only line probably in NHL that you have that mixed. But you know, Alexei is a great player, so obviously, you know, I just got to adjust to some things, and hopefully it's going to get even better.
And then there is the goaltending, and we've talked about it prior to just about every one of these games, but that's how good Chris Osgood was again on Friday.
You know what's been interesting? It seems to me that Osgood has played his best hockey and come up with his best saves when the team is not playing as well. I mean, that's a great combination to have. The team's not playing well, and your goalie keeps you in it and gives you a chance to win. That's what's happened. I mean, Chris Osgood, if you talk about consistency, game in and game out, I mean, he's been there. And this was another big save with the Islanders down against Carolina. He makes a big save there against Brindamore, and then on a flurry in front, not only makes the first save, has to make the second save as well, and he's off to a wonderful start. And against the Stars throughout his career, I mean, he has seemed to have had their number.
Yeah, a lot of big games between Detroit and Dallas over the course of the years. Well, we talked about all that Dallas depth. Where does that leave Mike Modano? Because consider their depth at center. You've got Modano, you've got Joe Nieuwendyk, and you've also got newly acquired Pierre Turgeon, but there always is Mike Modano.
I think, again, this is a stat you have to forget about, is his scoring thus far this year. 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points for Mike Modano, and those numbers are going to get much, much better. Now, Mike Modano in the last 3 games has played much better. He started the season kind of playing on the perimeter, then he got hit in the knee with a shot and missed a little bit of time, but he's back now playing the way we know Mike Modano can play.
Yeah, he's been a star lifer in terms of his career, but this team did make 6 significant changes over the summer. Donald Audette, Pierre Turgeon, they're best friends.
Yeah, best friends and line mates as of right now. And Audette scored his first goal of the season against Detroit a couple of nights ago, and then assisted on this goal here after a good effort, and Pierre Turgeon was able to put the puck in. You know, between the two, Audette's still trying to find and trying to learn how to play a defensive system as well, which he has to do in Dallas. And as far as Pierre Turgeon, his role also a little bit different in Dallas, where they concentrate a little bit more on the defensive side once they get the lead.
Yes, but they are outstanding offensive players. Their coach, Ken Hitchcock, says there is an adjustment process.
They've taken some time to get used to us, and we're taking some time getting used to them. The easy additions have been DeMaio and Verbeek, you know, 2 workers who really have established. They've been just excellent for us. Pierre has had, you know, there's a lot of things in his game that we really like, but we've had a difficult time adjusting to the way he plays because he plays a little bit different than we were used to here. Audette struggled out of the gate, but is now starting to really come on. He's creating a lot of chances. He scored the last game. He had multiple point game, so he's starting to come on just like Pierre is, but it's also us finding the right niche for them, and we feel like when Pierre plays his type of game, which is really an offensive game, and plays it with strength, he's very effective for us.
For the Islanders, Mark Parrish scored the first goal on Friday night. He leads the league with 10. The Islanders and Stars will drop the puck right after these messages.
Is bigger than your budget, it's got to be Applebee's.
In the neighborhood. Devils, come out!
This November, whenever you meet someone in the future, you're only going to see the inner beauty. What you see isn't always what you get.
There she is. There's Rosemary.
Holy cow! But it just might be
Hi.
what you've been waiting for.
What does he see that I'm not seeing? I saw a knockout. I don't care what anybody else saw. I fell in love with Rosemary.
Gwyneth Paltrow, Jack Black.
What is...
Shallow Hal, rated PG-13. November 9th, only in theaters.
Get some help. Call Labor Ready at 1-800-24-LABOR or go to laborready.com. Labor Ready. We sweep.
There's no limit to the store-wide sale at The Wiz. Shop now and save 5, 10, even 20% throughout the store. Get in while it lasts and get the help of a Wiz Kid ready to answer all your questions. Push the limits of home theater with the easy-to-install Sony home theater system with a built-in DVD. Now only $499.99. And every projection TV is on sale. With amazing prices, advice, and the latest technology, there's no limit to the savings. Sale ends soon, so get it right at The Wiz.
Buy it on video October 30th.
Go. 3, 2, 1. Wait!
Swordfish.
Not everything ends the way you think it should.
Buy it October 30th on video cassette and DVD.
Dennis Leary for $1 million, who is the only Korean-born NHL player to have been a part of a Stanley Cup winning team.
I'm gonna have to call my friend, Mario.
All right, let's get Mario on the line.
Hello? Mario, look, I need your help. Who's the only Korean to have his name on the Stanley Cup?
That's easy. Jimmy Pack. Won it with me twice.
Sounds confident.
I'm going with A.
Congratulations, you just won $1 million.
New York Islanders hockey is brought to you by Bud Light, the proud supporter of the NHL. By the power of you, your advisor, and Dreyfus. To learn more, call your financial advisor. And by The Wiz. Get it right at The Wiz, your ticket to entertainment.
Stan Fischler with Eddie Westfall, and let me tell you something, a great ceremony now. Off-ice officials like Jack Rafferty being honored with a watch, and also great years that they put in. We're going to have the national anthem right now.
Early light.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last
broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
For the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming,
and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the
Eddie Westfall, what kind of game do you see this afternoon?
Oh, wow, I'm excited, Stan. I think it's going to be an up-tempo, high speed. Both teams have it. I'm just looking for a lot of action.
I like the fact Marty Turco's in goal. Going to be very interesting to see how that kid goes. Take it away, Howie.
All right, Stan. Islanders and Dallas Stars meeting for the first of 2 times this year. Next month on the 19th of November, the Islanders will visit the brand new American Airlines Center. And for Marty Turco, his 3rd game, and here's a guy who won more games in the NCAA playing at the University of Michigan than anyone in NCAA history.
I think he's a heck of a backup, to tell you the truth. He'd probably be a starter on a number of teams in the National Hockey League, but when you're playing behind Ed Belfour, tough to get games in.
Chris Osgood, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Osgood once again for the Islanders.
I want to do your job for you. Take it away.
Well, that's okay. You know about Osgood. You know all the stuff that he's done so far this year. And let's also tell you that tonight's Islanders high-definition broadcast coming to you this afternoon is presented by Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time. Right off the face-off, the Stars are going to make a change. They had Modano's line out there. So a cameo appearance for the opening draw as Modano took it against Michael Peca.
Yeah, Ken Hitchcock is trying to keep Mike Modano away from Michael Peca. That's the matchup that Peter Laviolette wants, but he said he'll change if one of the other high-scoring centermen for Dallas gets off to a good start.
So Pierre Turgeon, the ex-Islander, number 77, scoops it ahead to Jere Lehtinen, number 26. He's taken in by Adrian Aucoin of the Islanders, and the puck scooped along by Peca. Now the Islanders will make a change as another former Islander, Rob DeMaio, number 18 for Dallas, plays it deep. Kenny Jonsson around to the far side. That's Sean Van Allen, number 22, unable to steer it away from Mark Parrish, but now the puck goes to the crowd. And 47 seconds into this first period, let's show you who's not in. These are the scratches for this afternoon's game, meaning the same lineup that the Dallas Stars used on Friday night in Detroit. Apart from the goaltenders being utilized today. Jason Podolin is no longer on the roster, technically. Right. He has been sent down to Bridgeport, and Haratonov is back up.
That is correct.
Stefan Auger and Dan O'Halloran are the referees. Two of the very best in the business on the lines, Pat DePuzzo and Jean Morin. So the draw deep in the Islanders zone. They've got Lapointe, Blake, and Webb out. And the Stars control the draw. A little bouncer scooped up. And again, a quick change off the draw by Ken Hitchcock.
Not a bad third center coming out for the Dallas Stars, Joe Nieuwendyk.
I was trying to figure out who's number 3 between Modano, Nieuwendyk, and Pierre Turgeon.
And at times, a couple of those centers have played on the same line, and as Ken Hitchcock, thus far in the early part of the year, has been trying to find the correct combinations for his team.
Eric Cairns on right wing looking for Lindgren. He got knocked down. That's Lindgren back in the lineup after missing the game in Carolina with an ankle injury. Verbeek for Kamensky, but Hamrlik breaks that up, and the Islanders look to attack. Lindgren drops it off. Scatchard brings it ahead. Onside with Isbister. Izzy goes to the corner. Brad Isbister turns, being checked there by Nieuwendyk, turned it over. And out come Dallas. Valeri Kamensky with a dump in.
Well, we played not quite 2 minutes yet, and Dallas has had 4 line changes already.
And 2 of them within seconds of a faceoff.
Well, part of what Ken Hitchcock is trying to do, too, I think, is try to keep the Islanders off balance a little bit and keep them changing quickly to get their matchups. But Peter Laviolette said, has said in the past, he says, I don't want to interrupt the flow of my team by just matching lines. So he'll wait to see what Ken Hitchcock does and see if Hitchcock makes another change, and he does. Ken Hitchcock, now with a different team, and now with a new 3-year contract. Had this year remaining on his contract, got a big raise, and they added 2 more years to that contract. And as you just saw him with that signal, he wants another quick line change. So they'll drop the puck, and the face-off outside the Islanders' blue line, you'll be able to see that line change right away. I mean, these 3 here will go straight to the bench on this side.
Lapointe beats Van Allen to the draw, and there they go. And so the Stars get their change as Cairns dumps it in. They've got Turgeon out there now. Brendan Morrow is number 10. And Turgeon feeds Audette for a drive. Osgood got a piece of that and came up high. Did that deflect off his mask?
I don't know if it hit his glove first, Howie, but Audette can really shoot. No question he had trouble with it.
Rattled that cage, literally. Cage that Osgood wears as his face protection. Stars trying to come out. Oleg Kvasha for the Islanders. Spins it back to the Islander line. 2:40 gone in the opening period. That Audette shot, the only one of the game so far. Kvasha did not get it deep, and backing up on defense, Jyrki Lume, number 23. One of those 6 major new acquisitions. A turnover, and then Kvasha's shot doesn't get through. Sent back behind the net. Here's Yashin wraparound. Turco got a stick on it. Yashin gets it back. Alexei Yashin hit by big Richard Matvichuk. Now Kvasha behind the net with Lume. Into the corner they go. Yashin first to get it. Feeds the slot. Czerkawski floats one. And Turco looks for an outlet but decides to hold on.
Well, we've talked about all the line changes that Ken Hitchcock has made here in the early going. Well, the Islanders have done the same thing. So right after that face-off, Dallas changed lines. But the Islanders were also quick and alert. They did also. They were able to get the Yashin line out against the Turgeon line, which is the matchup that Peter Laviolette wants, and then they were able to get some forecheck going. Peter Laviolette told me before the game, he was saying that we've got to try and establish a little bit more of a forecheck, much better than before. Here's the shot that, you're right, Howie. Yeah, you can see that mass. He got the glove up there. I'm not sure if he was able to deflect part of that or not, but anyway, Laviolette said we've got to do a better job. He said we've got to be like a football team. Keep getting the zones with the puck, making good decisions. And by doing that, we'll be able to establish a forecheck, which he didn't think they did through 2 periods against Carolina. And I agree with him.
The draw deep of the Dallas zone. Peca beats Nieuwendyk to the draw. And now here's Bates firing. Turco is saved. The rebound is loose. Backhanded wide off a skate by Bates. Aucoin to the corner for Parrish. He missed Bates with a pass. Cut off by Peca, though. And he just shoves it deep again.
And you see what Laviolette does, because the Peca line wasn't getting much ice time early because of the switches. He puts him out there this time against the Dallas third line.
Almost got that puck to Parrish. Meantime, Turco got a pretty good piece of Shawn Bates, who was cutting through the goal crease. Back come the Stars. Zubov a pass. Hit Peca. Comes back to Nieuwendyk. And Osgood forced to make a stick save. In the corner, Jonsson steps into Pat Verbeek, number 16. Kamensky at the other side with Parrish, but now Verbeek, a quick feed to the blue line. Couldn't be handled cleanly by Nieuwendyk. And back at center, Zubov backs up to the Dallas line. That goes off the skate of Lindgren, forcing Modano around the referee Stefan Ogier. And again Zubov up the middle. Martinek cut it off. But it's brought back in by big Derian Hatcher, number 2. Poked away by Isbister. Lettinen has it back. Shoots, stick save by Osgood. And he had plenty of company on his doorstep. Up the other way comes Scatchard. To the net goes Isbister. He shoots, and the save is made by Turco. Good play with Scatchard feeding Isbister. Back come the Stars. Modano a drive, and he missed upstairs. Ken Hitchcock probably uncomfortable on the Dallas bench as the game opens a bit.
Well, I don't know. He wants more scoring out of this team. He feels they're going to have to score quicker than they have in years past with this team, and then protect the lead. He said he actually enjoyed that game in Detroit, where there were 90 shots between the 2 teams. A little bit different than what we've seen out of Dallas. Yeah. I mean, his thoughts on winning and players that are good offensive players having to learn how to play defense, those haven't changed. That's why you've seen Kamensky be a healthy scratch a couple of times. Audette once.
Langenbrunner feeds Van Allen. Osgood out. Might have gotten a piece of it. Very aggressive play by Chris Osgood.
Did he get a piece of that, or did Martinek help out as well, Howie? Both of them. Whoever it was, they did a nice job.
Going to be a penalty here to the Stars. Jason Blake on the delayed penalty. Floats one towards the net. It's deflected. They score! Off the scramble on the delayed penalty. Islanders lead it 1-0.
That's Mike Bossy. saw the effort by Steve Webb in Pittsburgh back a few weeks ago, scoring his first goal. This is a similar effort where he's down but doesn't give up. A delayed penalty was going to be called against Dallas after a very good play by Osgood and Martinek to keep the puck out. Now here's the energy this fourth line provides. That would have been the penalty. Steve Webb in front, there he is, 20, look at him, down on the ice, back up, the shot will come through, he deflects it once, and then as he's getting knocked down from behind, is able to put it back in. Good job in front, the redirect, Webb with a couple of men on top of him, puts it in, and the Islanders lead it 1-0.
Well, it's the first time in his NHL career, which dates back to 96-97, that he has scored more than one goal in a season. And Webb has the Islanders in front 1-0.
Islanders goal.
He scored 2 goals in 23 games at Lowell in the American League in 98-99. Of course, he's had all kinds of injury problems over the course of the last few years, but the second of the year as the Islanders on top. A dump by Czerkawski. Turco out to get it. And Marty Turco plays it to the line, not out, and now sent up the middle. Blake and Lapointe get the assists on Webb's goal. Here's Brendan Morrow, number 10, around to the far side. 5:42 the time of the goal. Kvasha played it rink wide, nobody home. Derian Hatcher got it to the center ice spot, but here comes Czerkawski the other way. He's surrounded with the Islanders changing. And that puck knocked down by a high stick. If a Dallas Star would have touched it next, but now it's meant, or at least the Islanders Hamrlik.
And how you go back to the great play that Martinek and Osgood made to get that play going down the other way, which led to the Islanders' goal.
6:53 gone. Webb strikes again.
Hi, you must be Tammy's blind date. I'm Spike, her twin brother. Twin brother. Tammy, your date's here. Hey, can I offer you a Bud Light?
Sure.
Here you go.
Hi. For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light.
You smell good.
Open a Chase checking account and access your money at over 1,000 branches and ATMs combined. So wherever you need us in the tri-state area, you can always pop right in. Chase checking. The right relationship is everything. Open a Chase checking account and save time managing your money online. A few clicks, a few sips, put your banking behind you and your whole day in front of you. Chase checking. The right relationship is everything.
Steve Webb, number 2 on the season, gives the Islanders a lead. Just great work in front of the net. Would have been there was a delayed penalty, pardon me. But Jason Blake showed his speed, then just gets it to the net. There's Webb in front. Look at the play. Redirect, stays with it, puts it in past Turco. Islanders lead it.
Now Modano and Peca will draw, and the bouncing puck protected by Martinek. Around the boards looking for Bates. He was checked by the pitching Zubov. Rob DeMaio after Hamrlik. Mark Parrish trying to flip it up the boards. Couldn't get it past Jere Lehtinen, number 26. And it's scooped along by Martinek. Immediate pressure on Sador from Parrish. And the Stars send it back in. Missed by Osgood, so Hamrlik fires it around the boards. And Shawn Bates starts ahead. Long feed. Parrish couldn't keep it onside.
Now, Pierre Laviolette had a meeting the other day with this line and continued to remind them, even though Mark Parrish leads the league in goals scored with 10, and it's been a obviously a very productive offensive line, but he had a meeting the other day and reminded them your first job is defense. Think defense. If you continue to play that way, just like has happened in the past, those offensive chances will come their way. And again, Peca is out there against Mike Modano. Better think defense when Modano's on the ice. Boy, he is one of the great skaters, isn't he, in the game? And because of his great skating, draws just about as many penalties as anybody in the league.
Now from the draw, the Stars have the Nieuwendyk line out with Verbeek and Valeri Kamensky. This is Kamensky driving to the net. Osgood able to flick it into the corner. Verbeek feeds it back towards the point. Too hot for Lukowicz to handle. And Marty Turco will swing it around the board. Isbister right to his man. Jonsson holds it in. Nieuwendyk gets it back for Dallas. On right wing, the veteran Pat Verbeek. Now for Kamensky. And over the Islander line. Lindgren back checking. Trying to get it away from Verbeek. Got the stick up high on Verbeek, who went down. But play continues, and Scatchard looks for Isbister. In over the line. Isbister on the right wing. Couldn't skip around Jyrki Lume. About every one of these players we've called in Dallas Stars green. Picked up over the summer in various deals, most of which were free agent acquisitions. And they've got a lot of years on them.
Yeah, Lume was a trade that came from Phoenix. Of course, we all know that Phoenix was trying to reduce their payroll.
Hamrlik took that shot. Martinek takes this one. A glove save by an aggressive Turco, who came way out to grab it.
Boy, it looked like that puck was behind him, didn't it? Martinek got plenty on the shot. It was set up by the forecheck of this fourth line again. Webb was in there and just chipped it back. There's the chip. And look at Turco comes out. Reached out, but then I think reached back as Martinek got plenty on the shot. And guess who's around the front of the net? Steve Webb, after making the pass, goes right to the front.
Got those goal scorers.
All good goal scorers go to the front of the net, don't they?
That's where Webb has gotten his. Both of them. Radek Martinek helping get things going, but Steve Webb and his energy line with Blake and Lapointe back out there.
It's been a good line. You know, and when they provide something for you, especially if they chip in a goal offensively, that's a bonus. But generally, they're used just to kind of change the flow of the game a little bit. Especially at home, you get the crowd into it because of their energy, the way they forecheck, the way they can hit. But getting a goal out of this fourth line is a huge bonus.
Eric Cairns plays it back to the point, and Turco had to be alert as that shot coming through from Sutton hit something on the way in. Blake is the one playing without his helmet, which sits right to the left of Marty Turco.
Howie Turco didn't see the shot, but his positioning was perfect.
Kirk Muller, number 22, jams it into the corner, gets a piece of Cairns. Claude Lapointe up the middle, nobody home, and this will be an icing. Back to get it, Daryl Sador. The Islanders have iced the puck with 10:57 remaining in the first period.
Stars head coach Ken Hitchcock told me before the game that he feels that the Islanders have the best group of centers in the National Hockey League.
He's got three pretty good
That's what I said. So what about yours? He says ours. He said when you look at ours, he says you think more offense. But he said when I think of a team with two-way centers, the ability to play in just about every situation, he says I think the Islanders have the best group. He says Yashin's perfect at number 1, Peca's perfect at number 2. He says then you come back with Lapointe on the fourth line. He says that's strong. Real strong.
Right now it's the second line centered by Peca, who draws with Modano. And the Islanders have the puck. Aucoin goes up the boards. And Shawn Bates to the middle. Peca with a drive. And now the carom chased by Bates. And Peca shot one right along the ice.
Didn't miss by much, did he?
Big carom off those end boards too, just as the one here to Lettinen. Osgood got a piece of that. Bates took a hit from Lettinen. Lettinen, one of the better defensive forwards in the National Hockey League. Here comes Peca around the glass. Parrish lets it go. Bates did not connect with it, but Martinek is back. Parrish just now getting out of the zone. Finished his check on Sador as the Stars move up. Quick shot to Mayo. And a glove save made by Osgood. Now Jonsson with the Stars changing, goes up the middle. And Peca pitches it deep, and the Islanders make a change of their own.
Islanders look much better in this game than they did against Carolina. They look sharper. They're making good decisions with the puck. No play in the neutral zone. It's going in, and they're establishing a forecheck.
Martinek a good hit on Morrow. Kvasha a good play defensively as the Stars had Audette parked in front. Here's Martinek, fire, a kick save. Rebound, Czerkawski down low. Turco a save on Yashin. Missed by Kvasha. Martinek played it safe.
Played it well. He knew he was caught in between, so he just kind of stayed there, started backing up a little bit, and then used his reach well.
Back comes Turgeon, gets it to the net. Osgood holds on, will step out. 9:22 to go, first period. 1-0 New York.
Freedom should be accessible to everyone. That's why you can now get 0% financing on Jeep Grand Cherokee and Jeep Wrangler. And if you buy now, you'll make no monthly payments for 90 days. And while you can't put a price on freedom, you have to admit it's a pretty good deal. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
The wonder of it all. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop the cork, finger snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Let's live. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Meet me at Foxwoods. Foxwoods.
The hottest tickets in town provide thrills, chills, excitement, and suspense. The hottest tickets in town are the newest instant games from the New York Lottery. There's Monte Carlo, Struck by Luck, Money Talks, and Easy Sixes. New York Lottery instant games, they're the hottest tickets in town.
Here are the scoring chances for the Islanders. Right there circled is Czerkawski. He's going to move this way and get everybody going this way. Here's the defenseman Martinek moving up into the open lane. Just watch what happens. They take everybody. All of a sudden Martinek is open. Good play there. Excellent save by Turco with the right toe. Czerkawski then fanned on the second one, but Yashin had a chance also.
Stars control the draw. Matvichuk denied on a stick save by Osgood. Yashin along the boards. Alexei Yashin working with big Derian Hatcher. The puck batted away. Another good defensive play by Kvasha. That's 2 in this game already. Czerkawski tried to get it back to Kvasha, but now Yashin helps out. Kvasha's got it. Czerkawski to the front, and he couldn't finish as he was tied up by Hatcher. The puck deflecting to the crowd.
You know what he didn't do on this is he did not give up, Kvasha. You know, forget the offensive play, but he made one defensive play, and then he didn't quite finish the job, and he didn't give up. We've talked about how he's done it before. Here he is right here. Now watch him come back. Again, here he is. Watch him come back. Reached his first time. Can't finish it, but then reaches again. That's a tremendous defensive play by Kvasha. Now we showed the other day against San Jose his not giving up on the effort to allow Yashin to score a goal on a beautiful offensive play. There's a perfect example of not giving up defensively to make a good play and to clear the zone.
So now the draw deep in the Dallas zone. Claude Lapointe will take the face-off against Nieuwendyk. Lapointe, Blake, and Webb. Lapointe wins it. Blake's got it. Webb missed it along the boards. The Stars clear out as Van Allen got it to center, and then Jean Morin almost got clipped with that puck. Morin, the linesman, but can't blame Webb. He's got the eye for the net nowadays.
Can't blame Laviolette for continuing to play this line. I mean, he's had him out there often here in the first period. Plenty of shots in this game. It's been a fun first period, hasn't it, Howie? Back and forth. Both teams really not making many mistakes in the neutral zone, so you've seen a good flow to this game. 12 shots for the Islanders, 9 for the Stars. Still 8:49 to go in this first period.
A little more wide open than I'm used to seeing the Dallas Stars play over the last few years.
You know what? They've got a deeper team. You look at this team on paper, it's much deeper. And Ken Hitchcock is trying to get them to go from looking great on paper to looking great on the ice. He said that takes some time.
Remember, the Dallas Stars under Hitchcock have won 5 straight division titles. So they've had success even as they've made their team over. Winning the Stanley Cup in 1999, losing the finals the next year to New Jersey. Offside the call there with 8:21 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, it was interesting. You look at the Pacific Division, and there isn't a team in that Pacific Division, which the Stars are in, that have averaged over 3 goals a game. So they're all having trouble scoring goals. And Ken Hitchcock says that if he watches a tape of his team with the sound off, like he doesn't want to listen to you,
well,
the sound off, you know, he has on a number of occasions gone back and said, boy, how could we not have finished and the team has lost? So he said they're getting chances, but he's trying to get them to have that killer instinct offensively where they just bury those chances, take the lead, and then protect the lead.
You don't think he's trying to turn his own man, Ralph Strangis, off, do you?
We'll ask him. Huh?
Let's say Ralph who?
Yeah.
He never listens.
Yeah. And Daryl Ray both do an excellent job for the Stars. Been there for a long time.
Simulcasting. It's
That's
not
right.
an easy thing to do at all. It means the TV feed is the same that you hear on radio.
That telestrator looks softly funny on the radio, doesn't it?
There's going to be a penalty here. This one's going to be to the Islanders. Once they take possession, the whistle will blow.
No, it's not.
Well, look at that. Turco had started to the bench, had to go back, and only now does Osgood get out.
Well, Osgood waited too. I thought initially this was going to be slashing against the Islanders.
I'm telling you, Turco is, I think, past the hash marks. And then Osgood took off. And the Islanders will have the power play.
Well, we'll take a look at the penalty first. There's Jason Blake that goes down. He draws the penalty. It could have been a dive as well, but it wasn't.
Well, why did it take so long for the whistle to blow?
I don't know.
You saw that Lukowicz had been handling the puck.
Yeah. And unless they looked away from the puck momentarily.
Well,
now
there he goes.
See, you can tell he's a little confused. He's kind of going out there, and then he sees once the Islanders have the puck, there's no whistle, so now he's got to back into the net.
So Lumi will go for the hold, and the Islanders will have the man advantage. They do not technically have a power play goal. However, the goal that Webb scored was during a delayed penalty when they had gotten Osgood to the bench.
Well, and that's what really turned things around for them against Carolina. 2 periods where they didn't play the way they had been playing, but the power play was enough to get them back in that game and eventually win it.
All 3 goals came with a man advantage. Here come the Stars as the Islanders don't handle it. Letnin, Hamrlik sweeping away. Second effort, got it loose. And the Islanders now try to attack. Up the middle, Yashin. In over the line. Was crossed with Czerkawski, left it in the corner. And it's Modano battling with Mariusz Czerkawski. Up the boards, kept in by Roman Hamrlik. One-timer by Peca is blocked. That one was blocked by Letnin. Defensively, the Stars, and in particular Matt Tkachuk and Hatcher, will block a ton of shots.
And they've got one of the all-time great shot blockers in the game. Fred Ludwig is now an assistant coach with the Stars. He scouted last year, but they've got him with the team this year. He sits up in the press box during the games, but he's joined the Hitchcock staff with Rick Wilson on one side. And who's that other guy that played all those games?
Doug Jarvis.
Yeah.
Of course, Craig Ludwig should have blocked a lot of shots. His shin pads were as big as goalie pads.
He had a truck on each leg.
Czerkawski tried to center. Turco made a good play. Got it before it reached Yashin, but now Yashin has it. Surrounded, so he drops it back to Peca, who almost gave it away. Peca's got a scramble here as he's being chased by DeMaio. 38 to the power play. Yashin away from Kirk Muller. In over the Dallas line. Yashin behind the net. Alexei Yashin turns, slides it down low, gets it back to Hamrlik. And now Aucoin for a drive. Turco the save. Rebound Yashin. And that's stopped by the stick of Zubov. Yashin again tried to feed Kvasha, but he missed it. Now Kvasha has it again. Another penalty coming up to the Stars. Yashin down low. Put it in front off of Zubov. And held by the goaltender Turco. But with 10 seconds left on the penalty to Lume, another penalty against the Stars will give the Islanders, at least for those 10 seconds, a 2-man advantage.
And that's what happens when you skate. And Yashin, once he has the puck in a little room, he's just tough to stop. And twice he was trying to get it to that man, Kvasha. There's the one shot. Now watch this. He tries to go across. What a defensive play by Zubov. on the other side of the net, and that was the other one by Kvasha. That pass had to be hard on the backhand. It was by Yashin, and Kvasha just simply couldn't catch up to it. And so Yashin does the right thing there. He knows there's a delayed call, so he throws it to the front of the net. If it's a good pass for a shot, fine. If it's not, he knows the Dallas Stars will touch the puck, the whistle will blow, and they'll have the two-man advantage, even though it's for only 10 seconds. You win the face-off here, you should be able to generate a good chance.
So 2 defensemen in the penalty box for the Stars, although one, Lumi, will be out in 10 seconds.
Right here is Adrian Aucoin. I think they'll try and him the shot.
Bates will take the draw, but he couldn't push it back there because he was locked up nicely by Modano. They'll just about get Lume back, so the Islanders won't be able to get 2 set up 5-on-3, although just now Lume comes out. Isbister into the corner to Bates. Is he to the front of the net while Bates works the boards with a puck? Now Kvasha, quick shot off of Turco. Isbister hustling. He has Lume all over him, and the puck sent down the ice by Richard Matvichuk. So a minute and a half remain to the power play. 1-0 New York. 5.5 remaining first period. Aucoin strolling through center. Turco, a good play to cut it off. Wheels it around on his backhand. That's an outstanding play by Turco. And Aucoin was unable to keep it in. It broke the plane of the blue line, and so they whistled the offside.
Now Richard Matvichuk, all the years, most of the years in Dallas anyway, he had played with big Derian Hatcher, is the captain of the Dallas Stars. And then last year they were broken up. Ken Hitchcock had to maneuver and do some different things. This year he decided, I'm going to put them back together. And when they're on, 2 of the best defensive defensemen in the game always play against the other team's top line. But they've had a difficult start to the season as well. On the plus-minus category, both those players actually combined -11 here in the early going.
Roman Hamrlik dumps it in with 1:10 to go to an Islander power play that is going to have to retreat. Osgood handles it. Rob DeMaio, always one of the peskier penalty killers, and 4 checkers in the game. And on the penalty kill for Dallas. Yashin plays it hard around. Again, nice play by Turco.
Ooh.
He just does get it out of the zone.
Czerkawski got a piece of it.
Kirk Muller follows, fires, and a kick saved by Osgood. Back come the Islanders, led by Hamrlik. Up the middle, Parrish onside. Couldn't get it across to Yashin. And now Aucoin being chased by Van Allen. Half-minute to go to the power play. Mariusz Czerkawski for Alexei Yashin. Over the Dallas blue line. Hamrlik follows, feeds Aucoin. And now Czerkawski. Aucoin might have taken a shot there. Instead, worked it into the corner. And now Hamrlik, the defenseman, in deep. Takes the hit from Letnin. Got it to Yashin behind the net. Slips it in front. Czerkawski missed upstairs. Yashin again. 8 to the power play. Back towards the blue line. Hamrlik missed it. But backing up is Aucoin, and that'll take care of the Zubov penalty. He's out of the box. Yashin into the zone. Down low. Now Parrish was tripped up by the stick of Turco. They let that one go as Hamrlik pinches. And now Parrish tries to smack it deeper. But Zubov takes over for Dallas.
Actually a good power play. A couple of good power plays for the Islanders. The only thing they could not do was score.
Islanders had 1 shot on their first power play, 1 on their second. Did not convert. They still lead 1-0. Nieuwendyk lost the handle. Good work by Webb. But the Stars have it back. Sador into the zone. Quick shot. And Osgood tries to gather it in. Couldn't do it. Now Webb reverses the puck. And Blake gets rid of it. Claude Lapointe head up. Looked for help up the middle. Took the hit from Verbeek. Blake played it into the zone. Now Sador flings it up the right wing. Verbeek ahead. On comes Van Allen. Or Turgeon, pardon me. And he's stopped by Chris Osgood as Turgeon was loose.
Turgeon got a break. It looked to me like the puck redirected off the skate of Kenny Jonsson onto the stick of Turgeon.
Stars failed to clear. Scatchard having trouble with Morrow. And Turgeon gets it back. 2:48 remaining first period. Dallas and Detroit on Friday night each took 45 shots on goal. And here in the first period, the shots are 16-13 Islanders with 2:36 remaining in the period. Osgood settles things down. So we'll step out. 2:32 remaining in the period. 1-0 New York.
It's official. Ford is offering 0% financing on everything. Ford drives America. And right now, we're leading the way with America's best sellers at America's best values. 0% on everything, including Ford Escape, Ford Explorer, Ford Expedition, and the #1 selling truck of the world, Ford F-Series. 0% means you pay no interest, and that will save you thousands. Act now. Ford drives America. Visit your Tri-State Quality Ford store.
Hello, Mrs. Lindsay. William?
Hello, Stephen.
You're not by any chance computer shopping, are you?
Mm-hmm. If I can get some help.
Well, right now, you can get a complete Dell system with an Intel Pentium 4 processor, which is so nice, for only $899.
Really?
She's intrigued. Excellent. Because right now, it comes with your choice of a free CD burner or DVD upgrade. And as far as service and support, Dell's won more awards than any other PC company in the last 5 years. Just call or go online. Tell them what you want, and right to your front door comes America's favorite PC.
Thanks, Stephen.
Now you can get a Dell desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor, which delivers performance where you need it most. And 6 months of DellNet by MSN Internet access for just $8.99. Call or go online today and get a free CD burner or DVD upgrade. There's great deals on notebooks, too.
Dude, you're getting a Dell.
Easy to buy, easy to own, easy as Dell.
Puck's over in this area. Here's Turgeon. Kenny Jonsson is going to try and make a defensive play. Watch the puck go off the skate right there. He tries to kick it out of the way. Kicks it onto the skate of Turgeon. Boy, this is a good scoring chance. Turgeon, one of the great shooters in the game, tried to beat Osgood through the legs, and Osgood with another good save.
So Peca and Modano will draw here. And it's sent back to Audette. Parrish all over him. Donald Audette, great hands. Always have to watch him near the net. Now he's behind it. Parrish continues to work him over. Lettman back there as well. Audette got it in front, but it was well covered by Bates of the Islanders. And up comes Jonsson. And over the Dallas line, he goes wide on Sador. Tried to feed rink wide. Aucoin backs it up and just missed. Now Bates turning on Zubov. Zubov on Shawn Bates, who continues to kick the puck along. But Zubov gets it away from him and lofts it up the middle. Hand pass. And that stops play with 1:51 remaining in the first period. Time to check in with Stan Fischler.
Howie, one thing about Oleg Kvasha, he's sort of an introvert, and Alexei Yashin's trying to help him along. So he took him to Brighton Beach, which is the big Russian community in Brooklyn, took him to the restaurant there, and slowly but surely he's kind of taken Kvasha under his wing, and that may be one reason why Oleg is starting to come out of his shell, both off the ice and now on the ice. One theory.
Good story, Stan. You know, the other thing that Yashin told me the other day when I asked him about Kvasha, he says, you know, he's really a nice person. He says he doesn't talk a lot, but he says he's a very, very nice person. And he's just trying to do what he can. He said the other thing, he said, I didn't see him last year. I don't know that he didn't skate and wasn't having the type of year that he's having this year. But he said the one thing about him is that he really likes him as a person and trying to help him along as much as he can. That's a good start, Stan mentioned that story.
Fueled by borscht, no doubt. Plenty of that down in Brighton Beach. Osgood behind the net, spins it around the boards.
Kvasha taking most of the face-offs on that line.
Hatcher floats one. Osgood just lets it go, and it sits behind the net.
Remember, Yashin hurt his finger last game against Carolina. That might have something to do with the face-offs.
Langenbrunner got that one out from behind the net. As he was being worked over, a hold was spotted, and the Dallas Stars will go to the power play.
Well, this will be Kvasha that gets the penalty. He pulled down Pierre Turgeon on the side of the net, and so Dallas will get their first power play. And speaking of their power play, Ken Hitchcock, when you look at the Dallas team with some of these new additions, you would think that they've got this power play that should be very, very effective. Here's the penalty first again. Kvasha in deep to help out. 77 is Turgeon. There he is with him. Grabs him there, grabs him there, grabs him there. He lost his stick, no question on the penalty. No question. But he said, anyway, the Dallas Stars are scoring their power play goals kind of just when you don't expect them to. It's not when we have good control and set up the good plays. You see, we just kind of, all of a sudden we get a breakaway, or all of a sudden it doesn't look like anything's happening. We'll get a deflection in. That's the way they've scored on the power play.
3 of their power play goals came on Friday night against Detroit, just as the Islanders scored 3 in Carolina. Zubov and Sidor playing along the blue line. That one bounced over Sidor's stick. Peca gets in the way of the pass. Jonsson goes to Lettinen, but Nieuwendyk swings it back around. Final minute of the first period. Zubov in deep for Dallas. Nieuwendyk moves it quickly. Lettinen back to the point. Sidor a shot tipped a couple of times and comes back to Zubov. Now across to Sidor. Down low, another redirection. That one by Jere Lettinen. Zubov throws it at the net, and Osgood holds on as Nieuwendyk is wrestled out of Osgood's way nicely by Adrian Aucoin.
Nieuwendyk's one of the best in the game at redirecting the puck in front of the net. He's got good size, so he's difficult to move. And that last one, as the shot came from the point, I was watching Nieuwendyk in front, and he didn't miss the puck by much as he used his stick. Now, the shield might be bothering him a little bit from the standpoint of vision. He's got a broken nose. That's why he's wearing it. He's right here in front. There's one shot. He'll stay there, and eventually, look at it. See him in front? Watch him wave at it right there. Doesn't miss by much, as Aucoin might have bothered him as well coming over from the other side.
Played a lot of lacrosse, Joe Nieuwendyk did. And you just got to catch that lacrosse, I don't know if they call it a ball or not, with very soft hands. Similar to how you'd have to redirect pucks, I would think. Back to the blue line. Zubov scores. Right off the draw, Sergei Zubov threw it at the net. And with traffic in front of Osgood, it gets through. And the Stars have tied it on the power play 1-1.
Yeah, he had plenty on the shot. I'm not sure it didn't redirect off of Jason Blake's stick as well. Oh, he let it go, but the way Osgood reacted, I'm not sure it just ticked off. They win the face-off. And you'll see everybody in front. There's Zubov, gets it over the other side. Let's see if it goes off a stick or something. You know what? I think it deflected here. I think it went off Aucoin or even Nieuwendyk. Nieuwendyk, remember, we talked about how good he is on the redirection. Here's the shot. And see, you could tell Osgood was playing that puck. He saw it, playing it for the other side, and the redirection went the opposite way.
So in the final minute of the period, the Stars get even on the power play. 1-1 the score. Van Allen, number 27. Off along the boards, Langenbrunner has to dance away from the broken stick. And with 14 seconds to go, Martinek gets it to Kvasha. And now Czerkawski moves along. Final 10 of the period. Kvasha lugs it into the Dallas zone. And he'll play it behind the net. And that's how the period will run out. 1-1 at the end of one.
That was a typical goal that Ken Hitchcock was talking about on their power play. We throw it at the net, the deflection. That's all we've been scoring on the power play. That's how they tie the game at the end. Zubov right now gets credit for it, which tells me it hit the Islanders defenseman.
Was it Aucoin was in front?
It was Aucoin and Nieuwendyk were together. Here's the shot. You can see the redirection, I think, and Osgood couldn't react quick enough. Zubov gets credit right now. It was a heck of a first period. 16 shots apiece in a tie game.
One more look at Sergei Zubov beating Chris Osgood to tie it. Zubov's third from Sidor and Lettinen at 19:24, 1-1 after one.
What? That's it? Just like that? We're breaking up?
Well, we were never going out.
This Friday, the world's most shallow man will be given the gift to see women in a whole new way.
From this moment on, you're only going to see the inner beauty.
You see that little fox out there? She's with me.
Oh! You want to see a splash?
Gwyneth Paltrow, Jack Black.
I saw a knockout. I don't care what anybody else saw.
Shallow Hal, rated PG-13. Special sneak preview Friday. Buy it on video.
Go. 3, 2. Oh, wait.
Swordfish.
Not everything ends the way you think it should.
Buy it on video cassette and DVD.
Yo, Shrimps, you want to play 5-on-5?
Go get Mikey. Hi, Billy. Can Mikey come out and play with us? Sure, I'll send him right out. Hi! He's coming. It's Yashin. Michael Peca.
Hey, Billy, I brought Alexei.
Cool.
That little guy, ready to play?
A late goal by the Dallas Stars, a 1-1 hockey game here at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Steve Webb, it's time to renegotiate. Your second goal of the season, opening goal of the game. How do you feel?
Feel pretty good. Skating well tonight. Our line's really moving the puck well. Got a lot of wheels in our line with Lapointe and Blake, and they caused a lot of it with delayed penalty.
Yeah, I mean, you guys had a scoring chance, and I mean, they had one. Excuse me, Robbie DeMaio, you come right back down, and at least 3 times in that period, your line, a lot of energy, a lot of pressure on the Dallas Stars. I mean, this is the way you like to play?
Yeah, this is our system right here. We're the 4th line. We get in there, we check, we keep our feet going, and we just keep working hard and trying to keep them hemmed in their zone as much as possible.
How did you ever get to see the puck? It looked like so many bodies and so many legs. I mean,
well, he just kind of popped out there. I tipped the first shot, then the puck was lying between his glove and his pad, and it just kind of slapped at it.
You never seem to have, in the years that I've known you, any problems keeping yourself up and playing at a pretty good level.
Well, it comes with our strength conditioning guy, Shawn Bates, and he gets me after the games that I don't play much, so he keeps my endurance up and keeps me in shape.
From your perspective, this season versus the other years?
Totally different. The confidence and the composure of our players with Yashin, Peca, having a 1-2 tandem and now with Gar Snow and Chris Osgood just goes a long way. Adrian Aucoin, our defense got better, our forwards got better, and our goaltending got better. It's all the positions you want to ask for.
Looks like you're having a lot of fun with that coach too.
Yeah, Peter does a great job getting us motivated. Did a few things this morning, and it's get us up for an afternoon game, and he's working on things day in, day out. We got to try and perfect everything for him, and I think it's going to take all year.
Thanks for the visit.
All right, thanks.
Steve Webb's been our guest here. 1-1 tie at the end of the first period. An energetic game, as we talked about. And there's Mr. Webb, number 2 goal.
Because life does not move in a straight line, Sony creates personal computers that are as dynamic as you are. Bio R505 notebooks with Intel Pentium 3 processors are designed to accomplish your work, inspire your play, and keep you connected. Technology so flexible it adapts to your life. The R505JL comes with detachable slim dock docking station with DVD-ROM. Call now and order your R505JL with DVD slim dock station for just $1599.99. Order direct and get a free wireless modem and 1-month free service from Go America with a 12-month service agreement. Call 866-855-SONY or visit our website for your Bio R505JL with Intel Pentium 3 processor. Go where life takes you. Sony Bio R505JL.
Coffee? No, thanks. I think I'll get my own.
Perhaps he's compelled by the sumptuous aroma. Or does he desire the rich, luscious taste crafted in Europe? Maybe it's because he makes Javalia his way, delicious every time. To experience the pleasure of Javalia Cafe yourself, call 1-800-447-1127. We'll deliver 2 boxes of our fine European coffee for just $14.95, with a free thermal carafe coffee maker to ensure you brew and keep Javalia at its freshest. There's no further obligation. If you enjoy Javalia, we'll send more whenever you like. Call 1-800-447-1127. Because while you won't find Javalia Cafe on any corner, you will find it a pleasure to come home to.
Lou Dolson and the NCAA finalist Arizona Wildcats, Hall of Famer John Chaney's Temple Owls, Gary Williams' Final Four Maryland Terrapins, and Billy Donovan's high-flying Florida Gators will face off in the Coaches vs. Cancer Icon Classic at Madison Square Garden on November 8th and 9th. 4 of the nation's best teams will tip off the college basketball season. 4 games, 2 nights, 1 great cause. Get your tickets at the Garden Box office or call Ticketmaster. For more information, visit iconclassic.com.
The Isles on Fox Sports Net at the end of the first period. It's 1-1. The Isles and the Dallas Stars. Stan Fischler here with Eddie Westfall. 16 shots per team, Eddie. These guys don't know what the trap is all about. You like that?
Oh, I love it. No, this is the way the game's supposed to be played, Stan. This is the way it was played for a long time. I mean, let the teams play. Let the players play. Let the good players skate. Don't be clutching and grabbing and holding. I was sitting up in the seats watching the first period with a whole bunch of fans, and boy, are they enjoying it. It's a wonderful crowd here, and it's upbeat. The fans are responding, and you know, if you're a hockey player, you love to hear the response, even if you're a visiting player, because it's a compliment to the players that are putting on the show, and they put on a great show.
Well, when Eddie Westfall was playing, they called this fire wagon hockey. Remember that? That was the Canadians. Now, I don't like when they say that the weak teams in the league like Columbus and Minnesota have to play the trap. Do you buy that?
No, I think that's a cop-out. And I know what they're trying to do. They don't think that they have enough offense in order to compete with a lot of the other teams. But what they're really doing is saying to a lot of players, look, I know you were an offensive threat when you played in the other league as a junior in the International League, which is now defunct, but now I want you to be a defensive player because we can't score. Well, turn them loose. How do you know they can't score? Most teams don't want to gamble on that, so they think that's their way of trying to win.
One thing disturbed me from an Islander viewpoint in the first period, and that is they didn't exploit the lead, particularly when they had the power play.
Well, that's true, but then again, you got to remember that Modano had a lot of ice time. He takes the face-offs, he kills the penalties, along with our friend ex-Islander Bruin Robbie DeMaio, they're a formidable pair to kill penalties, Lettinen with their speed. So you have to also be careful as a power play stand that when you get good penalty killers out against you, it's always in the back of your mind that, hey, watch out. These guys can break loose, they can put the puck in the net, so you have to kind of play them a little differently than if they weren't that good at killing penalties.
And when this guy talks about penalty killing, I listen. He was about the best there ever was when he played for the Bruins and the Islanders. 1-1 at the end of the first period. More coming up after this.
My name is Timothy Stackpole. I'm a fireman, ladder 103, 18 years on the job. I always, even as a child, I wanted to be a fireman. And as I got older and I went to college, I still wanted to be a fireman. Like, the greatest high you can ever get in life is by helping somebody and making a difference in life. Doing things because it's the right thing to do, not because you're looking for something like, how's it going to benefit me? Anybody can just do their job to the letter of the rules, but it's overextending yourself and doing that little extra, that little above the call of duty that makes the fire department special.
The wonder of it all. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop the cork, finger snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Let's live. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Meet me at Foxwoods.
Foxwoods. Devils, come out!
This November,
whenever you meet someone in the future, you're only going to see the inner beauty.
What you see isn't always what you get.
There she is. There's Rosemary. Holy cow.
But it just might be what you've been waiting for.
What does he see that I'm not seeing? I saw a knockout. I don't care what anybody else saw. I fell in love with Rosemary.
Gwyneth Paltrow, Jack Black.
What is...
Shallow Hal. Rated PG-13. November 9th, only in theaters.
My wife, she thinks my hobby is a weird obsession.
And what's that?
Knicks memorabilia. I have Frazier's jersey from the '72 playoffs, the comb that braided Sprewell's hair before his first game as a Knick, and the socks LJ wore when he made that miracle 4-point play. You can just smell the love.
You're a real fan. Go home. Tell your wife you're fine.
The Knicks on MSG. You in?
Howie Rose, Joe Micheletti back at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, all even at the end of one. The Islanders scored early. The Stars scores late. Let's look at how it happened.
Good work by this fourth line. Lapointe in forechecking, gets knocked down. That was a delayed call. And then Jason Blake just gets it back to the net. Redirection there by Webb, stays with it, puts in his own rebound. That gave the Islanders a 1-0 lead and remained that way for most of the first period until late. And on a power play, Sergei Zubov, if we stop it right there, you're going to see this man here. Look at the knee. Right off the left knee of Adrian Aucoin, past Chris Osgood. And that goal by Sergei Zubov tied it at 1.
And plenty of shots, too. 16 for each team. That's the setting as we get set for the second period. We'll be back in a moment.
Into reality TV? Plasma Flat Screen HD TV. Made possible by Panasonic.
Turn right here.
Excuse me, do you know where the art museum is?
It's 2 blocks up.
Thank you.
You're into art?
Oh yeah, sculpture mostly. I mean, I like paintings too, but...
The 2002 Mitsubishi Galant.
She was helpful.
Right now, pay 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for an entire year.
The hottest tickets in town provide thrills, chills, excitement, and suspense. The hottest tickets in town are the newest instant games from the New York Lottery. There's Monte Carlo, Struck by Luck, Money Talks, and Easy Sixes. New York Lottery instant games, they're the hottest tickets in town.
Into reality TV, high-definition television. Made possible by Panasonic.
Yo, Shrimps, you wanna play 5-on-5?
Go get Mikey.
Hi, Billy.
Can Mikey come out and play with us?
Sure, I'll send him right out.
Hi! He's coming.
This is Michael Peca.
Hey, Billy, I brought Alexei.
Cool.
That little guy. Ready to play?
New York Islanders hockey is brought to you in part by Jeep, the most award-winning brand of 4x4s on earth. By TD Waterhouse, the global online financial services firm. By New York Lotto. If you bought your Lotto ticket yet, you could win millions. New York Lotto, you never know. And by Domino's Pizza. Get the door. It's Domino's. Doors to the ice have opened to get the second period started. And remember now, following every Yankee World Series game, MSG Sports Desk will present the Jeep Yankees post-game report, bringing you extensive post-game coverage and highlights tonight following World Series Game 2 on MSG. Mr. Jonsson getting set to go to work for the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight.
Not an easy one to beat, is he?
Well, Kurt Schilling had plenty of support last night.
Boy, that ended early, didn't it?
So, you know, I'll tell you something.
Allowed me to turn on the satellite dish and start looking for a hockey game.
You know what's interesting? I was in a restaurant with my wife having dinner last night, and we're standing at the bar. It's crowded. We're waiting for our table, and they've got the television going, and the pregame festivities are on. Everybody's talking, and there's a discernible buzz at the bar. All of a sudden, the national anthem started, and everybody stopped, and everybody stayed quiet right through the playing of the national anthem, which is quite an interesting phenomenon, which is the result of, obviously, the most unfortunate turn of events
throughout the country.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting to watch. Right here in the second of a 1-1 tie, the Dallas Stars get it deep and immediately change on the fly again. just as Ken Hitchcock did throughout parts of that first period, particularly the opening draw. Well, the Islanders will counter with a change of their own. Brendan Morrow, number 10, got it ahead. And Rob DeMaio, number 18, plays it deep. Turgeon after it was slowed down by Bates. Morrow follows. He's hit by Shawn Bates in the corner. Now DeMaio works it back to Turgeon. Zubov lets it go off the arm of Osgood.
That's one of the changes Hitchcock has made. He took DeMaio off the Modano line on the right side and moved him to the Turgeon line and moved Audette up with Modano.
Now Morrow fires wide. Peca trying to clear past Turgeon, does, and it's Parrish with Bates. Bates scoots ahead, can't connect with the pass. Good work there by Sador, prevented it.
See, now Modano's out on the ice against a tired Peca, and what a hit by Peca, and Modano's hurt. This was at the end of a shift. Now Sador comes in.
And I don't believe there was going to be a penalty called on Peca.
Well, you know what happened?
Against Modano.
Yeah, pardon me, Howie. Modano seemed to kind of stop and turn, and Peca had a lot of momentum going, and he had his hands down and his arms down, and I think the collision took place just as Modano was turning, trying to turn away. Let's see if he doesn't turn. Gets his head up, see him try and stop there, and then goes shoulder first and arm first. Boy, he takes off that right glove right away too. Here it is. Let's see the right side. Oh yeah, I mean, see, when he started to turn, he left himself exposed. The right arm, he left himself exposed, and the shoulder of Peca made contact, I think, with the right shoulder and right elbow of Modano. Boy, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Here's another look. Watch him turn and watch that right elbow. Oh yeah, see, he makes contact, and Peca is so strong. His legs are so strong. That's why he's such a tremendous hitter. And Modano was defenseless, and right away he holds that left arm. Oh boy, that's tough to see. One of the great players in the game, you just hate to see get hurt.
Now, he showed you Sador going to his defense, meaning Modano's. If you're looking at what Peca did there, in terms of was there any question whatsoever, you're looking to see what, if the arm's down, if the shoulder's down, right?
Yeah.
And it certainly seemed to be.
Modano just tried to get away from him by stopping. When you do that in turn, you leave yourself exposed a little bit, and Peca was able to get enough of him. Remember, it was Modano a couple of years ago when they won the Stanley Cup in the finals. Broke what I believed was the left arm. I don't think it was the same arm. Came back and played.
Offside there as Matvichuk could not hold that puck in.
You know, they certainly after that never questioned the toughness of Mike Modano coming back and playing with a broken arm in the Stanley Cup Finals, which the Dallas Stars eventually won.
It was back in 1999 when the Stars won their first Stanley Cup. Well, visit MSGNetwork.com for the latest Islanders news, and every Sunday get post-game comments and sound bites from Jets and Giants players and coaches. MSGNetwork.com. More angles, more insight.
Now, Pierre Turgeon only played 12 to 13 minutes against Detroit. He played a little bit more when I mentioned Modano hurt his knee and missed some time back a few games ago. And now you would have to expect that the minutes for both Turgeon and Nieuwendyk will go up. And I'm sure Stan Fischler and Eddie Westphal trying to get a report from the Stars locker room regarding Mike Modano. Let's hope it's nothing too serious. But when he gets up, well, he looked to be in a lot of pain, didn't he?
In fact, as soon as he absorbed the hit, you could see his face grimace, and he knew right away that he was injured.
Oh, he threw that right glove off, grabbed the right arm. That's why depth is so very, very important. And you still have two guys like Nieuwendyk and that man right there. And a lot of the people on Long Island know him. Pierre Turgeon had some wonderful years here as an Islander.
He had his best year here with the New York Islanders when he scored 58 goals. Had 132 points back in 92-93, the year that he injured his shoulder. Matvichuk lets it go. Shouldn't even say he injured it. Dale Hunter did it for him. He was in the playoffs against the Washington Capitals. The Islanders did get to the semifinals that year, the best run they've had in the Stanley Cup playoffs in a long, long time.
That was the year that Gary Bettman had just come on. Hadn't been around long, and
everybody
really,
was waiting to see how he'd react to that.
22 games, I believe, was what Hunter received. And Pierre Turgeon was an unrestricted free agent. After playing a number of years in St. Louis, signed a 5-year contract worth in excess of $32 million with the Dallas Stars. Points-wise, I think most people expected those numbers to be up a little bit, but the adjustment that he's going through is when the Dallas Stars take a lead, they tend to get a little bit more conservative. They think, protect the lead, protect the lead. In St. Louis, it was, let's get the next goal. So he's adjusting from being, more from an offensive style under Joe Quenneville to a little bit more defensive here under Ken Hitchcock.
Kenny Jonsson couldn't get it past Verbeek, who finds Nieuwendyk behind the net. Mats Lindgren dumps Nieuwendyk. Help for the Islanders came from Aucoin, but then Kamensky stepped in front of him. So Aucoin gives him a shove, and the puck is poked loose by Isbister. Challenging down the middle, driving to the net, can't get the shot off. Now flicks a backhander over the net as we get a whistle.
And Howie, I think Nieuwendyk's hurt. Nieuwendyk was hit behind the net by Mats Lindgren. And as Isbister was breaking down the ice with that scoring chance, Nieuwendyk thought about heading to the bench, and because it was a breakaway, elected, I'm going to stay on in case he scores. I'll take the minus and not somebody else. But he's hurting right now. This is what happens. Nieuwendyk is still behind the net, and there's Isbister. Good play. Good play. And then there you see the strong skater, physically strong. Pretty good job coming back by Lukowicz. Now here's where Nieuwendyk goes down. See, he goes down there, and Lindgren kind of falls on top. You see how slow he is getting up? I mean, the play's going back the other way, and he really is slow getting up. And again, he thought about going to the bench, but stayed on the ice, so we'll keep an eye on him as well.
So, with Nieuwendyk on the bench, the Stars control the draw. Sidor hands off to Zubov in the Dallas zone. The point in watching as Zubov moves along. Dumps it in behind the Islander goal. Pitched back behind the net. Kirk Muller trying to get away from the check of Webb. Now Van Allen goes after Cairns. And the Stars get it back. Langenbrunner to the net. A backhander save. Rebound, score! And the Stars take a 2-1 lead. Langenbrunner got the first shot. That was stopped by Osgood. Kirk Muller was whacking away and might have been the one who buried the rebound.
Now, Kirk Muller was able to get away from Webb. Webb stayed with him, and Muller ended up tripping Webb. There was no call at the top of the circle. See, there's Webb on Muller. Stays with him. They're way out there. But then Muller tripped Webb to get back to the front of the net. Now it's 2-on-1 Dallas from the corner. And this is just a good, strong play. Except nobody takes Langenbrunner. He'll get credit for the goal, as Muller was there as well. But this is a good, strong play. See, you need to go get him. You can't let him walk out. That's the defensive mistake that the Islanders made there, and Langenbrunner is able to get his own rebound. Muller was there, but I believe Langenbrunner will get credit for it.
So the Stars in front 2-1. Matvichuk in trouble with Czerkawski, but the Stars move back along. Turgeon on right wing, stepped in front of by Hamrlik. And now the play in behind the Islander net again. Kvasha and DeMaio, along with Roman Hamrlik. And behind the net, Morrow takes a spill. So it's sent in front for DeMaio. Osgood a save. Morrow chops away, and Osgood holds on.
2 good saves. 2 very good saves. Brendan Morrow with the opportunity, and then able to get in for a rebound. Osgood had to be alert. And he makes a couple of good saves. The Stars now have 21 shots. Here's the chance again. Brendan Morrow gets back up. There's one shot. That was by DeMaio, and then the rebound was by Morrow. And Chris Osgood was very alert. Keep an eye on these two players. Watch Muller here trip Webb. See, he trips him down. And then he goes, and that's why the defenseman Sutton thought that he had to stay in front of the net, because Morrow was open. If Morrow had not been open, then Sutton would have come out and forced the play. But because he was coming down the other end and open, Sutton elected to hold his ground there, and Langenbrunner did a nice job on the goal.
Here's Lettinen shooting, and that's steered aside by Osgood. So Langenbrunner's first from Van Allen and Muller at 2:36. 2-1 Stars, 3.5 into the second period. Dallas have been able to keep the puck in the Islanders' zone most of the time here in the second. Centering feed deflected away by Jonsson. Nieuwendyk parked in front, and then the rebound is shot wide by Lettinen.
That's been all Stars here in the first 4 minutes.
Adrian Aucoin stepped into Audette. Lettinen follows. It's tied up by Parrish. And again, the Islanders back behind their own net with the Stars changing.
And that was Nieuwendyk on the ice for that shift. He seems to be okay after being shaken up earlier.
So the Islanders changing. On left wing for Dallas, Kamensky. He's checked by Radek Martinek. And that forced the play offside. 4:10 gone here in the second.
Now, between periods, I had a chance to talk to Andy Van Hellemond, who's the head of the NHL officiating, and we talked a little bit about that play we were talking about in the first period, Howie, where there was the delayed whistle, and first Turco started going out of the net.
Right.
And he said, what makes this, he said, we're still working out the kinks of this two-referee system. But he said, if the back referee makes a call, he said the front referee was looking someplace else. Sometimes even if the play is close to him, he's not sure who the call is on, so he can't blow his whistle. And if the back referee that makes the call is suddenly can't see who's got control of the puck, that's what happens, and that's what he surmised happened on that particular play.
So that would explain why Lukowich of Dallas was allowed to handle the puck for a few seconds, even though the penalty ultimately was called against the Stars.
That's right.
Stars dump it back into the Islanders' zone. Roman Hamrlik comes back to get it.
And by the way, on Monday, another conference call between Andy Van Hellemond and his referees. He's going to email them 6 different situations that came up regarding penalties that they'll all get a chance to take a look at prior to Monday, and then they'll discuss them on the conference call.
Hamrlik almost lost it to Turgeon. And then taken to the ice is Verbeek, and Scatchard will get a penalty.
Well, Dallas has really been good, haven't they, to start this period? 5 minutes now, and it's been all Dallas. The Islanders with 1 shot in the first 5 minutes, and Dallas is just, they've come out skating. The Islanders haven't had much of an opportunity to get the puck past their own red line. So Dallas has been real quick on the puck. They've been quick getting the puck in. Their forwards have shown a lot of speed going after the puck. And Dave Scatchard takes his hooking penalty against Pat Verbeek, who has rejoined the Stars after a couple of years in Detroit. It'll be to the left up top of the screen there. You see Verbeek going down, and Scatchard trying to be the innocent party, but the Islanders shorthanded.
The Stars scored their first period goal in the period's final minute on the power play. A shot by Zubov that went off the knee of Adrian Aucoin. Zubov is out there now along with Daryl Sador. Sador handling the puck. Islanders have Peca up front along with Bates, and the defense Jonsson and Aucoin. Sador slams it in, letting in Nieuwendyk, Morrow along with appointment. Zubov lets it go, knocked down in front. Well, Zubov can really shoot it. Sador to Zubov. Nieuwendyk feeds Zubov. And again Nieuwendyk steps up, feeds the slot, but he gave it away to Peca. And now Peca will kill some time. Put it off of Zubov, and Bates gets it deep. The Islanders will change up. Minute 19 to go to the Dallas power play.
Well, one of the key reasons why this Islander team is off to this type of start is because of special teams. Both their power play and penalty killing have been good here in the early part of the season.
Roman Hamrlik in the corner has Nieuwendyk all over him. And it's cleared by Martinek. So halfway through the Dallas power play, Marty Turco handles the puck.
Again, now this is where Dallas is dangerous because they haven't done anything now for the first minute and 20 seconds of this power play. And these are the types of situations where they score.
Radek Martinek up the boards, was checked by Muller. And now the Stars control. Hatcher to Matvichuk. Hatcher wanted the puck. He's got it. He feeds Audette in the circle. Half minute to the power play. Audette for Turgeon. And back to Audette. Donald Audette high in the slot. Cross ice stick save. Osgood on Matvichuk, who jumped in.
And a nice job also by Osgood to hold on because Lapointe had broken his stick. Now the Islanders do a lot of different work in practice. Here's a look at the last one. You see Lapointe up here, see no stick. His stick is over there on the side. And so he's trying to stay out of the way and let somebody with the stick, which is Martinek. See, he's a defenseman now. He's up high. And that's a good job by Osgood because he knows Lapointe is without a stick and that he has to get a whistle.
So Lapointe back on the bench, getting some instruction from assistant coach Kelly Miller. Stars control the draw. Zubov's shot was blocked by Shawn Bates. And now Zubov comes back to get it. 14 seconds left on the Dallas power play. Darryl Sador has to wait for help. And now Zubov starts up the middle. Sergei Zubov couldn't get away from Peca. Mike Peca knocked down. There'll be a penalty. And the Islanders will have the power play. 12:56 remaining in the second. Islander power play coming up.
Open a Chase checking account and access your money at over 1,000 branches and ATMs combined. So wherever you need us in the tri-state area, you can always pop right in. Chase checking. The right relationship is everything. Chase checking comes with the only debit card that earns you Continental One-Pass miles. Finally, a checking account for frequent flyers. Chase checking. The right relationship is everything.
Introducing the next great Jeep idea, Jeep Liberty. With a 210 horsepower V6 and a highly capable new suspension, it can take you miles away. And back again. Jeep Liberty. Incredibly capable, surprisingly affordable. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
Happy?
Yeah.
No.
Where's the mountain made of crystal? Where's the 10,000-seat arena?
But this is fantastic.
Where are all the slot machines?
The new Mohegan Sun. There's nothing else like it.
Well, that's good news for the Dallas Stars. Mike Modano had his wrist evaluated. That's the word we're getting from the Stars. And so Modano has come back to the Dallas bench and evidently is in position to get back into this game.
Yeah, great news. The Stars have been basically injury-free this year, which has been a real change from past years where they've had a lot of injuries. Only 3 man games lost the injury coming into this game, so they've been able to stay healthy up to this point.
So the Islanders to the power play. Peca wins the draw. And now Yashin finds Czerkawski under pressure from Derian Hatcher, and the Stars get it out. Hamrlik's got to hustle to get it back. Look at DeMaio. That's his MO.
I think it was a great signing, Rob DeMaio. He's always played the same way. Always. Not very big, but plays tough, plays hard. A lot of energy.
Alexei Yashin to Hamrlik. The drive, kick, save, Turco. He had all kinds of Sunday company in his living room there, but made a big kick save.
Namely, Mark Parrish.
Usually that's enough. Parrish with 10 goals already, and quite a few of them from inside those hash marks. About all of them, actually. Lettinen in the corner, checked by Parrish. Czerkawski back there too. Modano tries to clear. Hamrlik says no. Hamrlik shoots, and Turco got that through traffic. Turco looks a little shaky as he gets back up. I'm not sure if he just lost his balance or that groin or something might have bothered him when he split.
Well, there's been a couple of saves he's made, which have been very good saves, but he hasn't seen them. That's why he stayed down on the ice, put the stick behind him, and he was looking around for the puck when it was actually in the corner.
Now Czerkawski, 43 to the power play, around behind the Dallas net. Yashin's got it. Alexei Yashin feeds the point, gets it back from Hamrlik. Now Yashin with Modano on him. Again, Hamrlik, a drive way up too high. Modano on Yashin. Yashin trying to prevent the clear. Can't do it. And now here comes Modano with Lettinen. Modano takes the shot. And Osgood stops it. 20 seconds left to the Islander power play. Hamrlik, well, I think he's been out there the whole time. Gets into the Dallas zone. Now for Isbister. Off the board, Scatchard. Dave Scatchard to the blue line to Hamrlik. Now Yashin down low. In front, deflected just wide. Isbister as the penalty expires. Zubov out of the box. Yashin and Sidor have each other tied up. And now the Stars will get out, led by Langenbrunner. Islanders had 2 shots on that power play. Isbister trying to get it up the board. Zubov wouldn't let him. Peca plays it calmly off the boards. And this one flutters hard and fast enough so that Hatcher can get back for an icing. With 10:31 to go in the second period.
Well, Turco has played strong in this game. And Turco, as I mentioned before, has had to make a couple of saves. And it's been difficult for him to see. That's because the Islanders are doing a good job in front of the net. Getting in front of him. There's one. Doesn't see that one because Scatchard and Isbister were there. And then a little bit earlier, Mark Parrish, there he is in front. Boy, that was a good save. That's one he didn't know where the puck ended up to his left in that corner. That's why he stayed down on the ice. He didn't know where the puck was, whether it was underneath him, whether it was in front of him, behind the net, in the corner.
Well, he only played in 26 games last year, Turco did, but that was enough to win him that Roger Crozier award off of Osgood, but there's going to be a penalty here to the Islanders. So the Stars will go back to the power play. Islanders have yet now just do as Aucoin gets the puck, take possession. So now the Islanders will go to the penalty kill.
Actually, both referees had their arms up. The other one waited for the signal. It's going to be an elbowing call. And so Dallas has had a strong second period. Very good second period for them. And come back to score 1 goal. They'll get another power play here. And Steve Webb takes the penalty. All he needs now is, what, a fight for the hat trick?
That'd be what was that? The old Gordie Howe hat trick?
Yeah. And was it
a fight, a penalty, and a goal or something like that? Gordie had plenty of goals. Peter Laviolette not real happy with Stefan Auger, and he's letting them know it.
Here it comes from the other side, top of the screen. 2 Islanders there. Aucoin one way. Webb coming up from the other side.
So 2 penalties. You talked about both referees having spotted things.
Maybe that was it. I know both referees had their arms up, and it looked to me like the one behind the net, which was Dan O'Halloran, waited to see what the other call was before making his.
The one on Lapointe is for holding the stick. And so the Stars 5-on-3. Nieuwendyk stopped by Osgood.
Wow, what a save. What a save that was by Osgood.
Modano brings it back in. Modano, Zubov, Nieuwendyk, Turgeon, and Audette. The 5-on-3 for the Dallas Stars. Turgeon to Modano. Zubov, one-timer, missed the net. The carom to Turgeon. Aucoin watches him. Turgeon goes the other way. Feeds Sidor. Zubov. Back to Modano. Now down low. Turgeon to Modano. Zubov to Modano, and he missed the net. 119 to the 5-on-3.
Not a bad fivesome out there for Dallas.
Modano back at the blue line. Now steps up. Turgeon down low. For Nieuwendyk, and Osgood got that, and then Aucoin gets rid of it once and now twice.
Boy, quick pass to Nieuwendyk, which was a good one, and another very good save by Osgood, and very alert by Aucoin to find the loose puck and clear it.
Islanders change the penalty kill. Now Blake's out there. Zubov down low. Audette across for Turgeon. Was missed. Hamrlik trying to clear. Couldn't get it out, but now Aucoin will. And he fires one down. He saw Turco moving because Turco was coming out to try and field the puck he thought would come at him.
Not only coming out, but moving to his right. So he had to come back to his left to stop that.
A steal by Bates. 27 seconds remain to the 5-on-3 Dallas power play. And Turco forced by Blake to handle it a little more. Now Modano at the Dallas line. Modano to the Islander line. 14 to the power play. Modano to Zubov. A drive deflected by Jonsson into the crowd. And the hand for the Islander penalty killers. 9 seconds remain to the 5-on-3.
What a job. What a job of penalty killing. And maybe the best of the penalty killers has been Chris Osgood. There's the Nieuwendyk chance early, and Osgood with a beautiful save before Kenny Jonsson able to clear it. Modano's playing the point on this. Here comes the pass from Turgeon. Beautiful redirection there by Nieuwendyk. Good save by Osgood, and then that was the alert play that I mentioned from Adrian Aucoin to clear the puck from the crease and then clear it down the ice.
So Osgood strong, and now a big face-off in the Islanders zone with 9 seconds left to that 5-on-3. And Peca trying to get it away from Langenbrunner, couldn't do it. Hatcher's got it. Derian Hatcher moves up, shoots. Osgood the pad save, and he holds on. And just the drop of the puck remains to the power play. 1 second, and then Lapointe and Webb will come out. But again, it's going to take them a little time to get into the play. So a huge face-off for the Islanders coming up.
He never gets rattled in there, does he? He's just been cool and calm. Peca will go down. Watch him reach with his hand to try and clear it. Just can't get there. And now Hatcher is going to see players here. There's 2 of them. Lettinen being one, Brendan Morrow the other. Somehow Osgood not only was able to see the puck, but he was able to control it so there wasn't a rebound. Good low shot by Derian Hatcher. And a nice job by Osgood to cover up.
Well, the time of the penalty was 9:40, which should mean that 8:20 would remain on the clock when it ends. Now you're dealing with tenths of a second. Kenny Jonsson has been talking with the referee Dan O'Halloran, and they have allowed the penalized Islander players to come out of the box, so the kill is over.
Yeah, and if you think it's insignificant, it really is huge. It's huge because of where the face-off is. Had the face-off been outside the blue line, then for the most part it's insignificant. But the face-off is deep in the Islander zone. So should Dallas win the face-off, which they've done a good job at, the players have to get all the way back to this area, which takes another few seconds. So that still could lead to a scoring chance based on just the minute number of, or actually a portion of 1 second.
So although Dallas have controlled the draws through the game, the Islanders win this one. Now they're at full and equal strength, and mark that juncture down as a potential momentum changer in this game. Stars managed 2 shots in a 2-minute 5-on-3 power play. So it's still 2-1 Dallas. Now we'll see if the Islanders can build off of that penalty kill.
And Nieuwendyk had both those shots, Howie, and they were both excellent chances.
Marty Turco behind the net. Parrish after him. Turco moved it quickly. Brendan Morrow up the right wing to Langenbrunner. Long drive. Hamrlik let Osgood see it. And it's steered up the board. Sador plays it quickly. And now the Stars will finish their change, as will the Islanders, and Radek Martinek takes it behind the Islander goal. 7:29 to go, second period. Shots were 16 apiece after the first. They're now 30-21 Dallas. And the Stars have had 14 shots here in the second. One man back, centering feed, deflected first by Martinek, then by Osgood, and the Islanders got caught there.
Yeah, they got caught. They gave up the puck.
And now Osgood a save on a floater by Lukowicz. Islanders really scrambling here, but Czerkawski hustles up right wing. Czerkawski with Yashin takes the hit. Yashin the puck. Alexei Yashin behind the net. Now out from behind, shoots the save by Turco. Yashin again. Yashin using his strength. A dribbler in front goes off the post. Czerkawski unable to gain control, and the Stars clear. So after the Islanders had problems in their end, they came back down and almost scored. Now Kvasha from the red line. Jonsson locked up by Verbeek, and there's going to be a penalty to the Stars. Will it be Verbeek for holding? Either way, the Islanders will have a power play when we get back. It's 2-1 Dallas.
Hey, looks like it's going to be a great race.
Yeah, I guess.
You new around here, huh?
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
It goes like this. My face, my ride. I'll take it to the top, 'cause I want it. You need it. This will not be denied. When I take little time, and I'm never gonna stop.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down.
Good race. Thanks.
Make it a Bud Light.
There's no limit to the store-wide sale at The Wiz. Shop now and save 5, 10, even 20% throughout the store. Get in while it lasts and get the help of a whiz kid ready to answer all your questions. Push the limits of home theater with the easy-to-install Sony home theater system with a built-in DVD, now only $499.99. And every projection TV is on sale. With amazing prices, advice, and the latest technology, there's no limit to the savings. Sale ends soon, so get it right at The Whiz.
At GMC, our engineers have been designing trucks exclusively for 100 years. Now, we want to help keep America rolling with interest-free financing on all GMC trucks, vans, and SUVs. The power of Sierra, the agility of Yukon, the comfort and luxury of Envoy. Every new GMC comes with 0% APR through October 31st. Upgrade to professional grade and help keep America rolling. See the pros at your local GMC dealer.
Had a chance between periods to visit one of the suites, which is occupied by the families of firefighters, a couple of widows of firefighters that were lost on September the 11th. Families are all out, taking in the game here at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And again, thanks and congratulations for the great work done by those firefighters and the work they continue to do.
Just amazing the number of lives that they saved. Just absolutely amazing.
So the Islanders on the power play here. Verbeek in the box. Yashin down low. Czerkawski centers. Turco is down. The puck behind the net. Yashin put it in front. The red light's on. And we'll wait and see what happens if they go upstairs.
What an effort by Yashin. If this is in, Yashin will end up getting credit for this goal from behind the net. He tried to stuff it in once and then got knocked down. And Turco, I think, made a good save. And then Yashin from behind the net tries to throw it back in. Here's the play again. Look at that save by Turco. Good one. Now there's Yashin behind the net. Look at him throw it in front. Oh, that looked in.
I couldn't see the puck, but you could see Turco trying to move it back.
It looked to me like I saw a puck underneath the arm.
Well,
here's the chance again. Right there. Now watch him throw it back. He's behind the goal line. Gets it back in front. You see it? And he reached behind with the arm. Now that wasn't a real good angle from the standpoint of was the puck totally 100% across the goal line. The other angle, to me, looked like it was.
Now, the video goal judge has to have what he feels is conclusive proof that the entire puck goes over the line. Not part of it. The entire puck has to be over the goal line.
Now, this will give us a much better idea. Here's the puck here. All right? Let's see what happens. Bounces there.
See, you see Turco's glove, but
it's hard. Yeah, I mean, he had to reach all the way in with that glove, which gives you the thought anyway that the puck was over. But you still have to be. It still has to be a conclusive call. They have to make sure that they see the puck 100% over the goal line, and they will take their time on these, which is a good idea. Again, frame by frame. Guess what, folks?
Could say score.
Good call, Howie. That was a heck of an effort by Yashin. Tremendous effort. Had the one shot. Turco made a very good save initially, and then Yashin down on the ice gets it back to the front, and it was a tremendous effort. Tremendous effort.
Alexei's watching the overhead scoreboard. I don't know if it was conclusive up there. But they found the conclusive evidence in the video goal judge's booth, and the Islanders have tied it on a tremendous effort by Alexei Yashin. 2-2 the score. Yashin now 10 points in his last 7 games. And the Islanders do it on the power play.
He's really been good today. I mean, he has really been something. He's had the puck. It's been difficult.
That almost beat Turco.
Wow. He stopped everything else.
Kvasha dumped. Yashin keeps the puck. Czerkawski well covered by Sidor. And out comes Turgeon. Kvasha's lost his helmet again. Islanders turn the puck around. I mean, that's hardly headline news.
No.
Holy's helmet seems to come off 50% of his shift. And now Kvasha ran into Brendan Morrow. And back comes Lukowicz for Dallas. Brad Lukowicz, the defenseman in deep centers, and it's pushed wide by Langenbrunner. And Kvasha backhands it up the boards.
Langenbrunner just shanked it. That was a good pass by Lukowicz to Langenbrunner, who was open.
Now Hatcher put it off of Bates. So Shawn Bates goes behind the net, tries to squeeze through. Hatcher, nothing doing there. Hatcher works it around the boards. Martinek tangles up Kirk Muller. But the Stars clear as Van Allen pushes it along. So that 5-on-3 penalty kill by the Islanders kept the Dallas lead at 2-1.
Great point, Howie. Yeah, absolutely the turning point in this game thus far.
Because then the Islanders went on a power play, and Yashin from Parrish and Czerkawski at 13:50 has even the score. 7th of the year for Alexei Yashin. Peca lets it go, and a stick save by Turco. Shots are 31-26 Dallas in the second period. Hamrlik moves it quickly with the Stars changing. Peca has a little room. Sanders, but it's missed by Blake, who went to the net. Parrish had to deal with Kvasha's helmet, which has been down there for a while.
What a hockey game we're seeing. What a game. Back and forth. Good goaltending.
Isbister uses his strength. Isbister out from behind the backhander, didn't get through. Lapointe couldn't snap one to the net, and then it's cleared by Kirk Muller. And this will be an icing against the Dallas Stars. 3:48 remaining in the second. Yashin has tied it at 2.
Andretti, the name is synonymous with speed and risk.
The Andretti rule is he who gets hurt last wins.
I was possessed, even to the point of being unreasonable.
But the family's fascination with danger would prove costly.
It was bad. I need to know, is he alive?
The Andretti family, Beyond the Glory. Tonight at 8 on Fox Sports Net.
Are you getting the best possible execution of your online trade? Unlike many other online brokers, Datek's proprietary technology routes your order automatically in an effort to get you the best available price. And it does it so quickly that if your online order is not executed within 60 seconds, the commission is waived. We also have Streamer with free streaming quotes so you can make investment decisions in real time. We give you free NASDAQ Level 2 quotes. And when you trade options, you'll find easy-to-use trading screens and one of the lowest commissions around. In fact, with Datek, any online equity trade is just $9.99. You can even trade before and after market hours.
Fund your account and get 10 free online equity trades. To apply, call toll-free 1-877-91-DATEC or visit our special website.
Datek Online. Built to trade.
Well, it looks like Brad Isbister is going to be thrown out of the game. I mean, Isbister is in front right here with Hatcher. Now watch them exchange. Hatcher comes up with the stick. Isbister with the punch. But as they go back out again, keep an eye on those two right there and watch the stick right there of Isbister. Up high into the neck. And the referee, you can see him with his arm up right here. He just pointed straight to the locker room. So Isbister gets a 5-minute major for spearing in a game misconduct. And Hatcher gets 2 minutes for what, Howie?
Hatcher gets a cross-check.
Gets the cross-check. That was from in front of the net then. Well, if that's... Wait a second, though. If he gets a cross-check and it's a delayed call, why didn't the whistle blow? Because Dallas carried the puck out of their own zone, right? Right?
I'm trying to remember what stopped play. Because I don't think the whistle signifying the penalty is what stopped play, was it? Was there an offside? In any event, the Dallas Stars eventually will have 3 minutes of a major power play. 3 minutes being significant, or major being significant, as Sador brings it in. They're 4-on-4 here, but once the Stars go on the power play, if they score, they stay on the power play. So it'll be another test for the Islander penalty killers. Zubov feeds Sador. He shoots. Osgood the save, and he holds on.
See, I don't understand the and the reason is if there was a delayed call on Hatcher for cross-checking, Dallas carried the puck out of their zone, I believe. Then there should have been a whistle. I mean, here it is again. You know, Hatcher's in front. Now If that's the initial call, see, yeah, no, but neither of the referees has their arm up. See, and then that. So where did they give Hatcher the call? There was no delayed call that led up to that. So if anything, Dallas has an argument.
Lukowich, a drive goes wide. Were Hatcher's arms and stick up towards Isbister when Izzy gave him the stick? That's what I think happened. Maybe we can get another look at that.
I don't think he made contact. We should take another look.
We've got the icing here. Clearly it was the icing that stopped the play, and then as the puck was being blown down for the icing, that's when Hatcher and Isbister came together. Watch and see. Does Hatcher's arms come up with a stick? And that's when Isbister gets him. That's what I think happened.
You know, Hatcher's number 2 in front.
Right? No, that's not it.
You know, but it's coming up right now.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's one referee. Here's the other one. Right? And then is when Hatcher goes down. I mean, to me, there wasn't a delayed penalty. Why did Hatcher get the penalty then? You know what I mean? I mean, there was no delayed penalty because both referees, we show clear that their arms weren't up, and Dallas had the puck. So if there was a delayed penalty on Dallas, as soon as they touch the puck in their zone, the whistle blows, the faceoff comes in their end. So they come out to center ice. Isbister gets the 5-minute major for spearing. Hatcher didn't touch him. Why did Hatcher get a penalty? I mean, to me, I think Dallas probably has an argument that they should have a 5-minute power play here.
Well, they will have 3 minutes of a major power play in the next minute and 5 seconds. So right now they'll continue to play 4-on-4. The Islanders have Peca with Parrish, Jonsson and Aucoin, Modano and Morrow the forwards, Lukowich and Matvichuk are the defense for Dallas. Richard Matvichuk up for Modano. Now Modano lets one go. And the big carry, Modano gets to it. Osgood couldn't cover. Jonsson spins it away. But Modano all over Kenny Jonsson. Morrow joins that party for Dallas. But it's Parrish lifting it rink wide. Aucoin on the move with Peca. Lets it go, and he missed the net. Held in by Jonsson. He moves up. Jonsson now around from behind. Turco a save, and then Parrish put it up high and over the net.
But Parrish again has been in the middle of things, hasn't he? A couple of deflections from directly in front. That rebound there nearly went in. That's why he has 10 goals on the season.
Oh, the Stars almost got caught on that change there. Referee had his whistle ready to go. Aucoin lets the shot go. And now Blake just plays it deep. Now in 5 seconds, Hatcher's going to be out of the box.
Stars are tired. I mean, they look tired, like they're trying to get out. Now Lukowich is trying to get to the bench. He's been out there a long time, the defenseman.
Hatcher was standing at the red line calling for the puck there on his way to the bench. So the Islanders penalty killing here, and this is a major Dallas power play.
And Modano just gets off the ice now as well. So he was out there for just about 2 minutes, I think, of that 4-on-4.
Sador around the glass, all the way to the blue line. Zubov to Sador. He fires. That's deflected. Winds up in the corner. Off of Turgeon, out of the zone. 2:23 remaining on the Dallas power play. Daryl Sador moves it to the Islander blue line. Now they spread out. Floater in front, knocked away. Martinek just gets it out of there. Final minute of the second period. So the Stars will still be on the power play when the second or third period begins. Offside called there, and that's regardless of whether they score in the rest of this period.
How many shots have we had so far? Are we 62?
Well, it was 16-16. We had 32 after one, and we've now got what? 62.
62 total shots. 34 for the Stars. 28 for the Islanders. And again, it's been a very entertaining game. You know, aside from that spear by Isbister, I mean, this has been a game that's just, for the most part, been played clean. It's been played hard. We've seen good goaltending, very good goaltending by these two players, Turco and Osgood. A little bit of everything in this game.
From the draw, Jonsson chases it back into the Islanders zone. Up the boards. And now Hatcher at the Dallas blue line.
Howie, we have not seen much of Valeri Kamensky, have we? Now, granted, there's been a few power plays and 4-on-4s, but he has not played much, certainly in this second period.
Like Peca wrestled down. Modano hit from behind by Aucoin. Hatcher's got the puck. Now to Zubov. Modano slow to get up. Zubov feeds it down low. Jonsson on Langenbrunner. Morrow out from behind. It goes back behind the net. Langenbrunner put it through the slot and split the point men. 12 seconds left in the period.
Modano's still on the ice, but looks a little shaken.
Peca with Bates. Sets up Bates. He shoots. Turco the save. With 2.9 seconds remaining. By the time Bates teed it up and let it go, he did not have a great angle. But Turco still had to sprawl out.
No, but Turco stayed with him. Turco just kept moving. That was the key to him making the save. Because Peca with a good pass. And here comes Peca doing a nice job. Watch, he'll just kind of dish it off and let Bates skate into it. Now watch Turco. I mean, he just doesn't give up on the play. He keeps on coming across. If he had slowed at all, if he had slowed, Bates would have had the chance. And that was Modano going down the cross-check from Adrian Aucoin and had a few words to say to the referee. He stayed down for a while. He looked shaken up on the play.
Well, in Carolina Friday night, there was a face-off, 3.9 seconds to go for the Islanders' offensive zone. Chris Osgood was kept in goal. Right here, Islanders down a man. 2.9 seconds left, and so they'll even things up.
That's Aucoin.
And that's the period. It ends with Shawn Van Allen sprawled onto the ice and pushing and shoving to his left. But it also ends in a 2-2 tie with 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining on that major Dallas power play that will start the third period.
That's Hatcher and Aucoin. I'm wondering if Hatcher didn't see the cross-check Aucoin gave Mike Modano. But this has been an intense game. High intensity from the drop of the first puck. And we've seen a little bit of everything in this game. 2-2 going into the third, 34-29 in shots. Doesn't get much better than that. There's the last face-off. Van Allen down. Sador goes down over here. It's been a wild game. Great game here at the Coliseum.
And there's more where that came from. Only 2 periods complete. We're tied.
We didn't just build a better SUV, we built a better Mercedes. Introducing the redesigned 2002 M-Class.
Buy it on video October 30th.
Go. 3, 2, oh, wait.
Swordfish.
Not everything ends the way you think it should.
Buy it October 30th on video cassette and DVD.
Yo, Shrimps, you want to play 5-on-5?
Go get Mikey.
Hi, Billy.
Can Mikey come out and play with us?
Sure, I'll send him right out. Hi!
He's coming.
There's Yashin. Michael Peca.
Hey, Billy, I brought Alexei.
Cool.
That little guy, ready to play?
2-2 at the end of 2. Stan Fischler with Jaime Langenbrunner, who is one of the stars of the stars, and he has a goal today. What do you think of these 2 periods?
Well, they've been 2 pretty good periods of hockey. You know, probably the best team in the East right now, and someone we're trying to measure ourselves against. And so far, it's been pretty good 2 periods.
Hard to hear these words. You're measuring yourself against the Islanders. It's a new thing to us.
Well, you can't doubt their start. You know, 4-0. Maybe that's just luck, but they've been playing well for a solid month now, and I think pretty certain they're for real, and somebody we have to try to keep up with.
Well, you helped your team keep up with them. You got yourself a goal, and just take me through what you remember about the play.
Well, it was good work in the corner by Shawn Van Allen, knocking the defenseman off the puck, getting the puck in the corner for me. I kind of just walked out from behind the net in the corner, and kind of got a couple whacks on it and found its way through.
You played against Chris Osgood. How do you feel about the way this guy's adjusted to the island?
Well, we've always thought he's a very good goalie. We've had our struggles against him, and when he was in Detroit, any goalie that can win a Stanley Cup is a goalie that you'd want on your team. And I think he got a bad rap there in Detroit, a little too much pressure on him to stand on his head every night. And I think he's a great goalie that's going to help his team a lot.
Thanks for taking the time.
No problem, Stan.
Okay, that was Jaime Langenbrunner, who has one of the goals for the Dallas Stars. 2-2 at the end of 2. We'll have more right after this break.
My name is Timothy Stackpole. I'm a fireman, ladder 103, 18 years on the job. I always, even as a child, I wanted to be a fireman. And as I got older and I went to college, I still wanted to be a fireman. Like, the greatest high you can ever get in life is by helping somebody and making a difference in life. Doing things because it's the right thing to do, not because you're looking for something like, how's it going to benefit me? Anybody can just do their job to the letter of the rules, but it's overextending yourself and doing that little extra, that little above the call of duty that makes the fire department special.
Resistance becomes strength, becomes power. The power to change and reshape your entire body. This is Bowflex, an entire gym-in-one easy-to-use machine. So powerful, it delivers over 60 health club quality exercises with up to 410 pounds of resistance in any room in your home. Strength training with Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. One simple workout. 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week. Bowflex is real. The results are real. And you can own one with no money down and payments as low as $33 per month. Call right now for a free video and brochure. Bowflex, the power is yours.
New York City loves its basketball. And on November 10th, the city is going to love the Harlem Globetrotters as they bring their College Challenge Tour to Mike Jarvis and his St. John's Red Storm. It's the Globetrotters like you've never seen them before. No jokes, no tricks, just serious game on the Royal Court of Courts, Madison Square Garden. College ball thrills versus Globetrotter skills. It's gonna get hot. So get your tickets at the Garden box office or call Ticketmaster today.
What your two defensemen, and the goaltender comes into play big time because he can be a big addition by just yelling to you. You know, we're players, because you can't watch everybody on the ice. And the idea is, of course, as always, is to keep the puck in the perimeters, and the point man may not always be the forward, because the way things will shift. Sometimes the defenseman will be there, and then you have to be a forward you have to be a defenseman, even if you are the forward taking the faceoffs. But it's just a matter of luck, good goaltending, and position. And of course, the Islanders twice they got the puck down the ice. That's so big. Yeah. That takes a lot of effort.
Well, Howie and Joe were wondering about the simultaneous penalties, the 5-minute penalty against the Islanders, Isbister, and the 2-minute penalty. And we were told by the head of the officials that they happened, the call was made simultaneously. Now, going into the third period, does anybody have an advantage?
Well, It may sound silly, Stan, but when you think of what the Islanders were able to accomplish coming out of this period, I mean, if any point or points that they get out of this will revert back to that killing of the two-man disadvantage to them and the goaltending of Osgood, of course. But I would have to think that the Islanders, they're into this hockey game, they're up against a tough opponent, but they seem to meet them, particularly 5-on-5, very nicely. And I'm very hopeful that the Islanders will be able to pull this one. This would be a tremendous, tremendous feather in their cap, because along with the New Jersey Devils and the way they played Detroit and then to play this team, it's interesting that Langenbrunner was talking about, how they match up against the Islanders.
Right. I mean, it was unbelievable.
And Ken Hitchcock said something similar to that in a wonderful interview you had with him earlier. That said, oh man, these guys are really getting recognized in the league now.
One of the things that's interesting, and of course it's way too soon to say, but Chris Osgood right now is the most valuable player, or at least one of them, because without this guy, I mean, he's terrific.
No question. And if you think back to the beginning of the season, they have Tampa Bay and they had the Florida Panthers, and I would safely say that without his goaltending, that they would not have been successful in those two opening games.
So we'll see what's going to happen. It's a very, very exciting hockey game, and of course, that 5-on-3 in Brooklyn, we would say that would be the turning point. 2-2, the end of 2. Stay tuned.
Because life does not move in a straight line, Sony creates personal computers that are as dynamic as you are. VAIO R505 notebooks with Intel Pentium 3 processors are designed to accomplish your work, inspire your play, and keep you connected. Technology so flexible it adapts to your life. The R505JL comes with detachable slim dock docking station with DVD-ROM. Call now and order your R505JL with DVD Slim Dock Station for just $1599.99. Order direct and get a free wireless modem and 1-month free service from Go America with a 12-month service agreement. Call 866-855-SONY or visit our website for your VAIO R505JL with Intel Pentium 3 processor. Go where life takes you. Sony VAIO R505JL.
The hottest tickets in town provide thrills, chills, excitement, and suspense. The hottest tickets in town are the newest instant games from the New York Lottery. There's Monte Carlo, Struck by Luck, Money Talks, and Easy Sixes. New York Lottery instant games, they're the hottest tickets in town.
Log on to the coolest game. NHL.com lets you listen to every game live. Get breaking news, real-time scores, and the hottest video clips. Play fantasy hockey, check super detailed stats, and interact with other fans from anywhere in the world. The NHL.com network gives you access to every team's site. Customize your favorite team jersey and get cool NHL merchandise.
Sir, you ordered this?
Sure did.
Cool. NHL.com. If it's hockey, it's here.
Last year, the Devils came within one game of keeping the crown. This year, the rest of the league is on notice. Jersey's seeing red, and the Devils are out for revenge. The quest to recapture the cup continues. Devils Coyotes, Thursday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Deuce is wild here at the Nassau Coliseum through 2 periods, 2-2. The Islanders still have some penalty killing to do. 1:12 of a major power play to start the third, but Dallas would take the lead.
Well, first, Mike Modano. That's the hit that Modano hit by Michael Peca. And that looked like Modano was in a lot of trouble. He did leave the ice. But came back to take that cross check there. So it's been a physical day for Mike Modano. Here's a play by Jaime Langenbrunner. Beautiful play, walking in, looked to pass once, elected to take the shot, get his own rebound, and put that in for Dallas. That made it a 2-1 game. And then the effort here from behind the net, that was Alexei Yashin that put it in off the goaltender Turco. They reviewed it. Here's how it came out. Tie game, 2-2, as Alexei Yashin scores the power play goal.
So we're all even at the end of 2 periods. More outstanding work. The strength of Yashin helping produce the tying goal. We'll be back.
Hi, you must be Tammy's blind Dave. I'm Spike, her twin brother. Twin brother. Tammy, your date's here. Hey, can I offer you a Bud Light?
Sure.
Here you go. Hi.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
You smell good.
Let the spirit of Christmas leap off the stage and into your heart as American Express presents A Christmas Carol, the musical, starring Tim Curry of the Rocky Horror Picture Show and Annie. Share it with someone you love. Call Ticketmaster today.
Open a Chase checking account and access your money at over 1,000 branches and ATMs combined. So wherever you need us in the tri-state area, you can always pop right in. Chase checking. The right relationship is everything. Open a Chase checking account and save time managing your money online. A few clicks, a few sips, put your banking behind you and your whole day in front of you. Chase checking. The right relationship is everything.
Call Domino's now and get a free order of our delicious cheesy bread when you purchase any large one-topping pizza for $9.99. Who would come up with such a brilliant idea?
My idea. All mine.
Make it a meal with wings and a 2-liter Coke. Get the door. It's Domino's.
Yo, Shrimps, you wanna play 5-on-5?
Go get Mikey.
Hi, Billy.
Can Mikey come out and play with us?
Sure, I'll send him right out. Hi!
He's coming.
This is Michael Peca.
Hey, Billy, I brought Alexei.
Cool.
That little guy. Ready to play?
New York Islanders hockey is brought to you in part by Chase. Open a Chase checking account and discover why the right relationship is everything. By your local Chrysler dealer. And by Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time. Take a look at the scoring summary, brought to you by Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time. Langenbrunner, this is in the second period, put Dallas in front, and then Yashin, with his 4th power play goal of the year, 7th overall, got New York even. But again, even though Dallas controlled the face-offs and they've outshot the Islanders, first minute, 12 seconds here will be critical because the Islanders will still be down a man because of the major penalty on Isbister.
Now watch these two players. Oh, Isbister's going to get the stick up. Does Hatcher a little cross-check there? Oh, not much. Not much by Hatcher, but he gets 2 minutes for what they call cross-checking.
You know what? That should really be 2 minutes for intending to cross-check. Right? Because he never was able to get it through it. I guess they're thinking because of the spear by Isbister. But that is...
Well, again, wow.
It's stick-related,
I think Dallas comes out on the short end of this. And, you know, good certainly for the Islanders. 1:12 to go and that major penalty to Isbister for spearing.
Now, once again, the Islanders, with the lowest price, have the best season ticket benefits in the National Hockey League, which include free parking, 40% savings off the box office price. So get out on the excitement here at the Coliseum. For information, call 1-800-882-ISLES. So the penalty killers go right to work for the Islanders. Peca with Bates, Aucoin and Jonsson. And for the Stars on the power play, Nieuwendyk. Behind the net, along with Verbeek, Turgeon, Zubov, and Sidor.
No Modano.
Zubov floats one, and Osgood got a piece of it. The Stars pressure immediately. Jonsson steps into Turgeon, as Aucoin does to Verbeek. That allows some time to tick away, but in the meantime, Nieuwendyk finds Zubov at the point. 45 to the power play. Nieuwendyk to Sidor. That hit the Islanders' stick. That was Peca's. Meantime, Turgeon was slowed down before reaching it in the corner. Now Jonsson goes to Turgeon. And this takes some more precious time off the clock on this Islander penalty kill. 29 remaining in the Dallas power play. Zubov floats it. Did that break the plane? Nope. Sidor kept it in. Down low. It's floated behind the net by Turgeon. So Nieuwendyk whips it out to Sidor. He shoots. Blocker save by Osgood. Peca fans trying to get rid of it. He was clipped by Turgeon. And now Peca is down. And I don't know whether that whistle has anything to do with a penalty. I didn't see any arm come up, or simply in deference to Peca having gone to the ice.
I don't think they're calling a penalty. I mean, they're conferring now. Now, the linesman might be able to help out on the play, but it was the stick of Pierre Turgeon, accidentally. Yes, Turgeon's not that type of player, but that doesn't matter whether a penalty should be called or will be called or not. Turgeon's 77. Now watch him go by the other way. The stick comes up. There it is. Catches Peca right on the side of the nose and the forehead. Down he went. Well, there's the blood. No call. So Peca's wondering why. He's got the goods to prove that there was something there. But no call on the play, so the Islanders still some work to do. 12 seconds remaining on the 5-minute major to Brad Isbister.
Modano's out now. He'll draw with Claude Lapointe. It sits unplayed until it squirts to the corner. Kenny Jonsson under pressure. Aucoin trying to hold his man off. Very aggressive on Lukowicz. And down the ice it goes, and the penalty is over. 3 shots during that major, and it was a 3-minute power play. Remember, Isbister out of the game now. So we'll see what Peter Laviolette does on that third line. Right here, he's got Yashin, Czerkawski, and Jason Blake together, with Kvasha waiting to join from the bench. Brendan Morrow, number 10, couldn't clear. Morrow on Yashin, Modano on the puck. And now Hatcher put it past Modano, and this will be an icing against the Dallas Stars. So 18:09 remain in the third. The Islanders have finished with that Dallas power play, and again, maybe the Islanders will get a lift from their penalty killers, who have done a huge job so far this afternoon.
Yeah, they've been good, and that man right there, I think, has played his best game, Howie. I think this has been Alexei Yashin's best showing as an Islander. That's not to say he hasn't had some good showings prior to today. But the thing that has impressed me about him today is the fact that once he gets the puck, he just simply has not been willing to give it up. You know, no matter what Dallas has tried to do, he's used his body, he's kept his skates going, his feet going, his legs going. He's made some marvelous passes in this game, and the goal that he was credited for, the Islanders' second goal, came off, I thought, a tremendous effort.
Kvasha will take the draw. Kvasha, natural centerman. And he gets spilled by Langenbrunner after the drop of the puck. Worked up the middle by Zubov. Shut off in center by Hamrlik. So now Yashin along the boards. Plays it softly in. Kvasha will take off after it. Turco moved it to the corner. Zubov had to get rid of it quickly. And as Yashin bounces it in front, it's sent to the blue line. Hamrlik holds it in. Yashin was knocked down in front of the net. Zubov around and out. Hamrlik hustling over to that side. Got in front of Langenbrunner. And Sean Van Allen put it off of Czerkawski. So the Islanders back on it now. Martinek to Hamrlik. And a loft pass grabbed by Parrish. Onside, driving, shooting. He hit the post. Oh, Parrish let one go and just about beat Turco. But it hit the inside of the post.
Did you hear it?
Well, I assume it did anyway. I couldn't hear it above the crowd. I didn't hear the ping, as Eddie Westfall used to say. So they may review that.
I'm not.
That's what you're
I'm not totally sure. Yeah. Normally you hear something, but maybe it just hit it flat.
Peca lost the puck to Sador. Up ahead for Kamensky. There's Valeri Kamensky.
Which I guess doesn't mean that you wouldn't be able to hear anything.
Well, they're not making soundproof posts yet, so maybe they will go upstairs after the next whistle.
Dan O'Halloran the referee was right there, though. What a move by Parrish. He got Lukowicz to start turning to the inside as soon as he moved his feet. Parrish cut to the outside.
Out comes Modano for Dallas, away from Lapointe. And hit an Islander stick. Scatchard and Lettinen chase. They turn each other around. Modano centers, picked off. Bates read that, or Blake did. And here's Blake with Lapointe. Blake to Lapointe, in deep. Turco the save. Rebound comes to Lapointe. He shoots. Turco got it with his arm. And it's worked to the blue line. Hamrlik, a dribbler down low.
Oh, have we seen some goaltending in this game? Those are two marvelous saves by Turco. Again, he didn't give up as the play was kept alive by Martinek, who moved up on the play, the Islanders defenseman.
That's an offside. Lapointe thought he'd held it in at the blue line, but boy, Lapointe and Blake had all they could do with Marty Turco. But there's the whistle. Nobody's going upstairs, so here it is. The goal post that didn't make a sound.
Well, the move by Parrish is what's impressive here. He'll take the pass. He'll knock it down with his glove. And I think that kind of, here it is. He'll catch it, kind of throw it down. Now watch the move. He gets the defenseman to go one way, and he cuts to the outside. And
maybe
no sound here.
They may be going upstairs. No, that's no goal, though.
No, clearly no goal. Out the other way. And then the 2-on-1. Here comes the first chance. Blake to Lapointe. Good save. Now watch the puck stay alive. And then this chance here, that's a beautiful save by Turco. Matvichuk was there to help him. Let's listen to see if we can hear this. I didn't. Maybe you can. No. No, I didn't hear anything. Did you?
What'd you say? You said something?
I didn't hear anything.
Eddie would call that a clunk. Eddie had it all worked out. Clings and clangs and clunks. 18, that was a clunk. But a heck of a shot by Mark Parrish. See, there's more noise in the building now, so you don't always hear things we used to.
It's great to see and hear, isn't it?
Take that.
Enthusiastic crowd. They've seen a tremendous hockey game today. Tremendous hockey.
You bet. The kind of game that'll keep a lot of these people coming back. The Islanders have done a pretty nice walk-up this afternoon to begin with. If you get people who are just getting into the game, into a game like this, you'll make some new fans.
And let's not forget, third period, I think, has been the Islanders' strongest this season.
Langenbrunner looks for Van Allen. Osgood will hold on. Not quite a capacity crowd today, but again, here we are. Fourth home game, third big crowd, 15,213 here today, about 1,000 short of a sellout. And yes, this has been the Islanders' time of game.
I should have had that written down someplace. I could have been more specific. But as Peter Laviolette told me before the game, Howie, that when he went into the locker room after the second period in Carolina, and they were trailing, and he said to them, you know, we just need 20 minutes, and it's waiting there for us. We just need to put together 20 minutes. And he said when he looked in their eyes, he could tell that they believed it, that they felt that themselves. And they came out in the third period, outscored Carolina 8-3 in that third period before winning it in overtime. But he said he could tell by the look in their eyes that they were going to go out and win the game. He has seen that look often, hasn't he?
I wonder if he saw it between periods this afternoon. Loose puck in front. Turgeon couldn't complete it. Comes back to the blue line. Zubov down low. Morrow put it off of Osgood. And now Turgeon behind the net. Trying to get away from first Blake. Then Martinek now out from behind for a backhander is Letnin, or Audette, pardon me. Donald Audette stopped by Chris Osgood.
Good save again by Osgood. We're seeing it both ends of the ice. Audette tried to get that puck up high, and he couldn't. Good job of forechecking by the Stars. Well, I thought the first 6 minutes of that second period can really control the play. And here's Audette again. He's quick, tries to go up high, but only can get as high as about 2 feet. And Osgood is there to smother it.
38-31 Dallas in shots.
See, now Audette's back on the line with Turgeon. So he's been moving Audette around and changing lines often, as Ken Hitchcock normally does. Started them together in this game and then moved Audette with Modano. Now they're back.
Zubov for Morrow. Quick shot. Osgood got that one. Morrow trying to fight through the check of Martinek. He takes him down. And the puck into the corner for Lapointe. And Claude Lapointe for Scatchard. Blake chases the dump. Blake being tied up by Sergei Zubov. Lapointe doing some work in the corner as well. Scatchard and Turgeon in there. Islanders keep it deep. Sador, though, moves it ahead, and Morrow flicks it off the boards. Now Hamrlik to the far corner. Sador with Scatchard on him. Peca's in there, too. Steals the puck. Immediately double team. Now Scatchard follows. Got a shot on. And Turco managed to stop that. as well as control the rebound. 13:45 to go in the third.
Why don't you get us something to cool this fire down?
I got just the thing. I got too low for that fire.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
That's not that bad.
There's no limit to the store-wide sale at The Wiz. Shop now and save 5, 10, even 20% throughout the store. Get in while it lasts and get the help of a Wiz Kid ready to answer all your questions. Push the limits of home theater with the easy-to-install Sony home theater system with a built-in DVD. Now only $499.99. And every projection TV is on sale. With amazing prices, advice, and the latest technology, there's no limit to the savings. Sale ends soon, so get it right at The Wiz.
You like it?
No. I came here to see something amazing. Where's the world's largest planetarium? Where's the 300-seat cabaret? Where are all the craps tables?
The new Mohegan Sun. There's nothing else like it.
On Tuesday, the Islanders will face the Florida Panthers here at the Coliseum. Remember now, it's a weeknight game, and this year, that means a 7 p.m. start. Tickets are still available at the Coliseum box office or through Ticketmaster. Call 1-800-882-ISLES for that game or for others or even some partial plans. And after the game, Bobby Nystrom will be heading over to Champions to meet all of you Islanders fans who want to come down and grab an autograph. Champions, located in the Long Island Marriott, adjacent to the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Come say hi to Bobby Nye. Kenny Jonsson being chased by Verbeek. Peca in to help out for the Islanders. Nieuwendyk got to it first for Dallas, though. Now Peca ties up Verbeek. Zubov throws it at the net. Aucoin knocked it ahead, and here comes Parrish onside with Bates. Parrish goes wide. Peca to the net. The pass deflects, and Turco got it anyway.
What a play by Aucoin. Adrian Aucoin knocked the puck out of midair as Dallas looked like they had a player heading to the net to Osgood, and Aucoin just knocked it down out of midair, fought it, and then was able to get the puck up quickly. Here it is again, the shot there. Knocked down once, and then able to control, and here comes Parrish. This is a good defensive play by Zubov. Look at the stick. Zubov with the quick stick. He had Peca all alone coming in from the other side. Zubov quickly switched sides with his stick to deflect the pass, and Turco able to cover up.
So the draw deep in the Dallas zone. Clean win for Peca. Hamrlik to Martin. A quick shot deflected. Parrish made the deflection, and Turco stayed with it. What goaltending by Marty Turco.
He's had to stop quite a few of those redirected shots today, hasn't he?
And start calling him Gumby the way he's been changing.
He's been really good, really good. But we saw him put on a performance here last year as well. All right, and this is someone that just doesn't get to play much. Watch in front. There it is. Look at that. I mean, is Parrish good with that stick? He's got Derian Hatcher, 6'5" and 225 pounds, hanging all over him. And he's still able to control the blade and shaft of his stick and redirect that. He is something. We talked about Nieuwendyk. Well, Parrish isn't bad either.
Parrish, a Michigan boy, facing Turco. I should say Parrish, a Minnesota boy. Turco is from Sault Ste. Marie. Played at Michigan. Went to the Final Four. All 4 years that Turco was there, winning a couple of national championships. And from the draw, Peca gets it back, shoots off a leg. That one hit the leg of Daryl Sador of the Stars. And Peca floats one in that Turco grabs, and Parrish makes contact, so there'll be some mild exception taken there by Sador.
Parrish is always around the net, even on the long flip-ins from outside the blue line.
But you know what? But you got to be impressed with that shot he took from the dot that hit the goalpost.
Oh, yeah, no, this guy's a goal scorer. I mean, he can score those goals by redirecting, but he's got a quick shot. know, he's using that one-piece stick that a lot of the players in the league are going to now. It's a one-piece stick. Players talk about how they can really shoot with this stick. Well, he didn't start using it this year. He said he used it last year too. So the problem was didn't get the puck enough to shoot, which is true. Start playing with Michael Peca, get out there on the power play with Yashin. You're going to get some opportunities to shoot.
Right now, Yashin's line out there with Kvasha and Czerkawski. Jonsson and Aucoin the defense. Muller, Van Allen, Langenbrunner are the forwards for Dallas with Hatcher and Matvichuk on defense. Langenbrunner behind the net. Got Jonsson knocked down while he was handling the puck. And now Czerkawski chasing. Matvichuk gets back. Czerkawski waits. Wanted to hit Kvasha trailing the play, so Kvasha goes to the corner. Hamrlik jumps in, and there's Kvasha once more in the corner. But hit there by Matvichuk. Kvasha stays with him, and the puck reverses to the other side. Up the boards by Van Allen. Hamrlik recovers. 12 minutes remaining in the third. 2-2. Yashin put it into the Dallas zone. Matvichuk finds Hatcher along the boards. Yashin got a piece of that pass, but it's sent deep by Kirk Muller. Osgood leaves it for Scatchard. Stars changing on the move. Dangerous play up the middle. Claude Lapointe got a piece of it. Zubov sends it back in. Now Martinek plays it off the boards. And Radek Martinek does not ice the puck as Turco has to field it. So Audette back for Dallas to Turgeon. He lost the handle. And now Lapointe eliminates him. 3-on-2 the other way. Led by Jonsson. Over the line. Scatchard down low. Deflected over the net. Jonsson went to the net. Now Blake behind it. Jason Blake looking. Centering. Scatchard a deflection. But it goes wide. Broken stick on the ice. Was that Morrow?
Morrow, yes.
It comes back to Aucoin. The drive missed the net. Now Jonsson for Blake. Centering feed. Lapointe and a diving save by Turco.
Great shift. Lapointe. Turco again, another shift where he has to stop one on a redirected shot. We are seeing a goaltending clinic here by these two players. There's the one redirected, the second one over the net. The Islanders were able to break a play up and come back 3-on-2 and get all three Stars forwards caught. That's when Brendan Morrow breaks his stick, number 10. There he is without a stick. You'll see the blade come back in here as the Stars player tries to clear it from the front of the net. This shot just wide by Aucoin. He's had a couple of shots just missed the far post in this game. Excellent pressure, and again, Turco, who doesn't play much behind Ed Belfour, he's playing like a #1 goaltender, isn't he?
Tell you what,
wow.
If you want to turn an uninitiated fan onto hockey, just show him a tape of this game.
Yeah.
It's had everything.
The shots now are 39 apiece.
Derian Hatcher behind the Dallas net, around to Verbeek. And up the left side comes Modano. To the net goes Nieuwendyk. To the puck goes Osgood. And the whistle with 10:45 to go in the third. Modano's had a rough day physically, but he's managed to hang in.
He's been hit hard, very hard twice. The first time by Michael Peca, where he left the game and it didn't look good. Had his wrist looked at. I'm sure they x-rayed his wrist. It was fine. He came back into the game and then was hit hard from behind by Adrian Aucoin. Stayed down on the ice for a while. But for the most part, you know, this has been a game that's been up and down. It's been clean. We've seen, you know, good hitting. We've seen good play, good goaltending, as we've talked about often. Great scoring chances. One goal had to be reviewed. That was counted. The second goal by the Islanders, scored by Alexei Yashin.
Peca loses a draw to Nieuwendyk. Sador's drive hit the crossbar. That deflected and hit the crossbar behind Osgood.
Did you hear it?
They're making all kinds of sounds this afternoon.
I think Osgood got a little piece of that first with his glove. He had the glove up.
Now it's worked up the board. Stars keep it in as it's pushed around the boards by Nieuwendyk. Peca first to get to it. Bates waiting for it. And Shawn Bates lifts it to center. 10:14 to go in the third. Martinek behind the Islander goal. Didn't get it all the way around. So Morrow for Nieuwendyk. Now they chase it to the near side. Verbeek stepped into by Radek Martinek. Nieuwendyk behind the net, put it in front. Morrow was tied up by Hamrlik. Peca gets rid of the puck, and it comes over the line to center.
Now, the first period, it was Michael Peca against the Modano line. Since then, it's been Peca for the most part against Pierre Turgeon.
Now Hatcher at the red line. Modano, Letton, and DeMaio, the forward line for Dallas. The Yashin line out for the Islanders. Oleg Kvasha slams it deep. Czerkawski after it, slowed up by the stick of DeMaio. So Yashin's got to race back to center. And now Jonsson at the Islander line, off the boards. Just missed by Kvasha. Hatcher back to get it. Around to the near side, DeMaio chips it to center. Jonsson is there. 9:13 to go in the third. Kenny Jonsson at the Islander blue line. Rink wide. Czerkawski had a reach back. Now the crowd trying to push the Islanders along. Alexei Yashin took a hit. Jonsson again cross ice. Missed by Czerkawski. Sean Van Allen played it up the boards. It hit Czerkawski. And now Aucoin slams one all the way to Turco. Teams start a change as the Stars move to center. Blake put a hit on Kirk Muller. Osgood fields it for Jonsson. 2 stars to him. Kenny moves it quickly. And here come the Islanders. Scatchard to Blake. Jason Blake trying to squeeze through the check. Lukowicz now for Lapointe. Back to Blake. He shoots. Turco the save. Blake got it off in a hurry. Gets it back. Now to Aucoin. Tried to tee it up with a skate. And so Langenbrunner pushes it out of the zone.
That's an excellent effort by Jason Blake. He was knocked down just inside the blue line by Lukowicz and got up right away and beat Lukowicz back to the net to get the shot.
Pinned against the boards. Play is stopped. 8:09 to go in the third.
Freedom should be accessible to everyone. That's why you can now get 0% financing on Jeep Grand Cherokee and Jeep Wrangler. And if you buy now, you'll make no monthly payments for 90 days. And while you can't put a price on freedom, you have to admit it's a pretty good deal. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
Hello, Mrs. Lindsay. William?
Hello, Stephen.
You're not by any chance computer shopping, are you?
Mm-hmm. If I can get some help.
Well, right now, you can get a complete Dell system with an Intel Pentium 4 processor, which is so nice, for only $899.
Really?
She's intrigued. Excellent. Because right now, it comes with your choice of a free CD burner or DVD upgrade. And as far as service and support, Dell's won more awards than any other PC company in the last 5 years. Just call or go online. Tell them what you want, and right to your front door comes America's favorite PC.
Thanks, Stephen.
Now you can get a Dell desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor, which delivers performance where you need it most. And 6 months of DellNet by MSN Internet access for just $8.99. Call or go online today and get a free CD burner or DVD upgrade. There's great deals on notebooks, too.
Dude, you're getting a Dell.
Easy to buy, easy to own, easy as Dell.
Daryl Sador with the shot off the face-off, the puck bouncing, rolling. I think it redirects someplace in there, then off the glove, then off the crossbar. Another perfect call, Howie. Let's make sure it went off the crossbar. See?
That's music to a goaltender's ears, isn't it? As long as the puck comes out. Brad Lukowicz offside with 8:04 remaining in the third period.
I mentioned Jason Blake. Here he is over here. Watch him get knocked down, and then watch him get back up. Makes that play, and then gets back up before Lukowicz can. Puts himself back in a position. And Marty Turco, that's a tough save, and he stopped that one as well.
So the draw will be in center. Kvasha, Yashin, Czerkawski with Jonsson and Aucoin. Dallas with Nieuwendyk, Verbeek, and Morrow. Hatcher and Matvichuk on defense. Offside. Well, Tuesday night on MSG Network, don't miss the return of Michael Jordan as the Knicks face the Washington Wizards in their season opener. Canon Business Solutions Knicks game night at 7, tip-off 7:30. Michael Jordan returns to the NBA Tuesday on MSG. show Nieuwendyk. Talk about the depth at center. Nieuwendyk's 35, Modano's 31, Turgeon's 32. So Ken Hitchcock can certainly utilize them for different lengths of time, depending on the flow of the game or even the flow of the schedule, trying to make sure they all get their proper amount of rest over the course of the season. That's as deep as you can get at center in this league. Scatchard for Blake. And Lapointe will go after it. Lapointe got a piece of Turco. Lapointe lost his stick in that transaction with a bouncing puck wrapped around by Scatchard right through the goal crease, and nobody was home to finish. And Roman Hamrlik comes back to touch up for the icing. Stan Fischler is standing by downstairs. Stan?
Well, guys, one of the things I noticed and I question is the way the Islanders are handling the defense. They're only using 2 sets now. Kenny Sutton, Eric Cairns obviously benched for the 3rd period. I wonder whether the coach Laviolette is blaming it on the goal on those 2 guys. But what I'm questioning now is whether these 4 guys are going to be worn down as this period winds down. Of course, Joe Micheletti, a defenseman. What do you think?
Yeah, cut it down to 4. The 4 that are playing get a lot of ice time. They're, you know, I'm not sure the exact reasoning. 7:28 to go, so I know one thing. There have been a lot of power plays and penalty killing, so it's easy for your 5th and 6th defensemen to go a long time without playing because of special teams. And not sure exactly what the reason is, but that's certainly an important point.
Well, Joe, I think that's the big point, because as you look back at the first 2 periods, as a defense pair, they each, meaning Sutton and Cairns, had 7 shifts for a total of 2 minutes and 36 seconds. So essentially, what with the penalties and the power plays, and Sutton and Cairns do not play on those special teams. There hasn't been a lot of ice available, or wasn't over the first 2 periods. And of course, there was a time when they played this game essentially with 3 forward lines and 2 sets of defense, and you had a 5th D.
Well, I'll say this: the defensemen that are playing, the 4 defensemen that are playing right now, love it to go every other shift. I mean, unless it gets to a point where they're so fatigued, they might say something, but they love this situation.
Parrish tees it up, shoots, knocked down in front. That did not get through to Turco. Now Parrish trapped. Bates covering on defense as Modano shoots. Glove save. Big save there by Osgood as Modano let one go from the slot. And it's Peca. Unable to control the puck. Modano plays it back. 6:46 to go in the 3rd period. 2-2. Audette with Aucoin trying to check in center. The bouncing puck. Audette after it. They're offside. And Osgood comes up big.
Well, it was a 2-on-2, and Modano had some time in the room. You see him look over. Now he's just going to use those 2 as a screen and really let the shot go quick. And Osgood was there to make another good save. Face off. You've got Parrish in here. He'll end up back here. Here's the defenseman. He moves up on the play. This is a team that works an awful lot on different plays off of face-offs. Look at Kenny Jonsson over here. But then the shot comes from the other side. So you end up basically with 2 forwards back on the points, 2 defensemen up front. There's another look at that fine save by Chris Osgood.
So the draw, Kvasha and Turgeon. And it's handled by Radek Martinek. Now for Kvasha. He didn't get to the red line, though. And Hatcher comes back to touch up. And Oleg Kvasha was just about a stride away from the red line. That set play, though, off the face-off, and Kvasha just misfired.
Yeah, well, they have a lot of set plays. I mean, it's whether it's neutral zone, their own end, or the offensive zone. I mean, this coaching staff is led by Peter Laviolette. You talk about well prepared. I mean, they work on everything. A lot of imagination. The players love the practices because they're always accomplishing something.
Right now, a defensive zone draw for the Islanders, and it's peeled back by Peca. But Turgeon recovers, centers Langenbrunner, and a big save by Osgood. Langenbrunner right out in front. And now Matvichuk for Muller. Batted away by Martinek. Stars send it back in. Hamrlik chased by Van Allen. Martinek steps into Kirk Muller.
Hamrlik just simply lost track of Langenbrunner, who made a good move to go back the other way.
Nice second efforts there by Bates to push the puck deep. Now Parrish can get in on the forecheck against Langenbrunner. 2-on-2. Parrish wins it. Now to Kvasha. Oleg Kvasha using his strength. Upended by Zubov. And Kirk Muller has room. And he moves it ahead to Turgeon with Langenbrunner. Checked by Hamrlik. Langenbrunner recovers. And now Aucoin plays it softly ahead. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Czerkawski into the zone. To Yashin, he shoots. Turco the save! 5:25 to go, third period. A goaltender's duel.
Open a Chase checking account and access your money at over 1,000 branches and ATMs combined. So wherever you need us in the tri-state area, you can always pop right in. Chase checking. The right relationship is everything. Chase checking comes with the only debit card that earns you Continental One-Pass miles. Finally, a checking account for frequent flyers. Chase checking. The right relationship is everything.
Goodness, Beelzebub, you look like heck.
Ah, stick a pitchfork in it, Junior. It's hot as Hades in here and I'm burnt out.
Then drink a Red Bull energy drink. It vitalizes body and mind.
Red Bull, huh? Tastes great, but what's that?
There is one side effect, though.
Wings. I can't grow wings. The master of evil cannot grow wings.
Red Bull gives you wings.
This is what Peter Laviolette when he means gain zones. Watch the defenseman Aucoin quickly move the puck up forward. There it is, throws it off the board. Now everybody's going this way. And then the great pass the other side. That little play by Aucoin turns this into a 3-on-2, and Alexei Yashin nearly put the Islanders ahead.
Now it's Peca, Parrish and Bates with Jonsson and Aucoin on defense, but it's Nieuwendyk, Modano, and Verbeek. With Matt Fischler and Hatcher for Dallas. Rink wide, Nieuwendyk drives to the net. Slapped away, sliding play by Kenny Jonsson. Upending Nieuwendyk. Outstanding defensive work. And now Jonsson.
And the reason they didn't call a penalty, I believe he got the puck first with the stick.
Turco out for a Sunday stroll. Peca in there. He got hit hard by Lukowicz. Up the boards. Martinek will stay back as Hamrlik plays it in center. And Hamrlik slaps one up high, the Turco gloves. Derian Hatcher looking to come out. Islanders changing. And now Modano moving well into the Islanders zone. Modano driving a backhander. He was going short side, missed upstairs. Back to the blue line, Sador. Around the boards, Osgood cut it off. Stars all around though. And now Jason Blake, checked by Letnin. Blake didn't get out. Martinek lifts it to center. Gloved down by Scatchard, who pressures Sador. Sador moved it to Letnin. The point goes to him. Letnin chips it in. Hamrlik back to get it. 4:04 to go, third period. 2-2. Up the middle. Scatchard just got a piece of it. And now Martinek for Blake. Blake plays it into the Dallas zone. Sador for Zubov. Sergei Zubov, chased by Blake, gets in over the line.
You know, Stan Fischler mentioned 4 defensemen. Peter Laviolette also going with 3 forward lines. Webb and Lindgren not playing.
Aucoin missed the net. Remember, Isbister out of the game on that major penalty. The spearing penalty against Derian Hatcher. Czerkawski all over with Matt Fischler. Tried to find Kvasha, couldn't do it. And it's played out of the zone. Aucoin coming back for it. 3:19 go in the third period. Jonsson got to the red line. Floated one that Hatcher knocks down. Kvasha goes after him. Jonsson back at his own blue line, off the boards. Yashin checked by Brendan Morrow. Morrow back on it with Yashin. Verbeek steers it in. Jonsson plays it back. And now Hatcher gives it away to Kvasha. Over the line, he shoots, and the save is made by Turco.
The turnover by Derian Hatcher onto the stick of Kvasha, who timed Hatcher's pass perfectly by putting his blade on the ice. And that's where it ended up. Here's Kvasha, watch the blade. Boom, right there on the tape, away he comes. Now this is a good shot. Tries to use the defenseman as a screen. And Turco with the play. Here's Kenny Jonsson. Watch the defensive play that Jonsson makes. Plays over here. Watch him dive. Does he get the puck first? Oh, he does. Spectacular play by Kenny Jonsson. Good job by the Stars coming out of their zone, and Nieuwendyk had plenty of speed. Kenny Jonsson with a beautiful effort. Now let's see what Peca tries to do on this faceoff. He's got Parrish directly behind him. See, here's Parrish, and over here is Aucoin. See if they just try and generate the shot right off this faceoff.
Modano against Peca. And the Stars control. Modano with Turgeon and Lettinen. And now it's worked off the glass into the Dallas zone. 2:40 to go in the third. Osgood way out as Lettinen was charging down the right side. Peca for Parrish. And Parrish clears the zone. Brad Lukowich fires one that Osgood steers aside. Adrian Aucoin behind the Islander goal. Now for Jonsson. Peca moved it quickly. Lukowich knocked it down. Jonsson backing up in center. And Lettinen plays it off the boards. Aucoin trying to slow down Audette. Osgood for Peca, but he didn't get all of that. So Modano tried to feed it back. Now Muller lets one go as he was looking for a deflection. And it comes behind the net again. Muller trying to get away from Peca. Peca gets knocked down. Muller still with the puck. That was Audette upending Peca. So Peca goes to the corner, tried to clear, but he put it off the stick. Now Jonsson, well, Peca returned the favor on Audette.
Yeah, but Audette, that was a 10.
He embellished. 1:34 to go in the third period. 2-2 the score. Kvasha off the boards, and Blake plays it deep. Now the chase is on. Scatchard tied up by Brendan Morrow. Lapointe in there too. Stole the puck, got the shot off, but it went wide, and it's hammered to the line, but Hamrlik got a piece of it to keep it in. Now Lapointe does the same for Scatchard. Scatchard tied up with Langenbrunner, and Van Allen puts it behind the net. Matt Tkachuk chased by Lapointe, who finished his check hard. And the puck sent all the way down. Final minute of regulation time. Icing against the Stars.
Have we seen much of Pierre Turgeon in this period?
He was out on a shift
earlier, right?
Well, not that long ago. He was out with Modano and Lettinen about 2 shifts ago.
Another part of his adjustment, he said the minutes have decreased from his time in St. Louis.
That's what we're talking about with those 3 centermen, and the fact that Hitchcock will occasionally play them together. Occasionally give some their rest, but he did have a shift with Modano and Lettinen just a couple ago. Now Modano, or at least Turgeon, will stay on the bench as Nieuwendyk gets out there with Modano and Lettinen.
You know, the third line that's been put together has been Blake, Lapointe, and Scatchard on the wing. And they generate a chance here. Scatchard was in first, then Lapointe. And they do a good job around the front of the net.
Face off deep in the Dallas zone. Nieuwendyk and Peca. And the Stars control. Zubov for Jari Lettinen. Roman Hamrlik and Parrish meet together. Try to get the puck. But it's Zubov ahead to Rob DeMaio. DeMaio by himself had it poked away by Jonsson.
Dallas has won most of the important faceoffs, haven't they, Howie? In fact, most of them, the faceoffs, I should say. The Islanders have tried some different setups in the offensive zone, but you don't win the faceoff. Those set plays don't mean anything.
Parrish clears one all the way down. And that's going to cost the Islanders an icing. So you talk about the importance of the faceoffs. This one will speak for itself with 20.5 seconds. remaining in the third period tonight on Fox Sports Net. Get a full recap of this game, plus Game 2 of the Yankees and Diamondbacks on the New York Sports Report. It's coming your way tonight at 11:30 p.m. here on Fox Sports Net.
LA Kings, Carolina, 2-2. The young Wasicek kid gets his 6th. Boy, is he a good-looking player.
I think he has an assist in that game, too.
Yes, he does. And a goal by Sandis Ozolinsh. He took that penalty, bad penalty against the Islanders a couple of nights ago that led to the game winner in overtime by Czerkawski. We have a timeout. Ken Hitchcock is going to talk things over with his team. Ken Hitchcock also implores a number of different types of plays off face-offs in the offensive zone.
Tuesday night on WLNY TV, that's New York 55. The Islanders will face Pavel Bure and the Florida Panthers here at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Live coverage gets underway at 7 o'clock. The Islanders and the Panthers Tuesday on WLNY TV, New York 55. Just to correct that graphic, there will be no Islander Geico game night on Tuesday night.
Right. There's Bob Gainey, the general manager of the Dallas Stars. Told me before the game, he said, I just wanted to change. He made a lot of changes in the offseason we talked about. And he wanted more depth. And he wanted to kind of change what had been there to a new thinking. Not the old thinking, a new thinking. And try to get younger at the same time, which is difficult to do through free agency. But some of the players that they let go, such as Brett Hull, is, what, 36, 37 years of age now?
So the 65th face-off in this game will be the biggest. 20.5 seconds remain in the third period. Scatchard's thrown out, but you've got Peca there backing him up. So a good insurance policy put together by Peter Laviolette.
And then you have Bates out there as well that can take face-offs. Is good on face-offs.
And Peca peels it back.
That's smart coaching there to have at least 2 center icemen on the ice at the end of a game for a face-off in your own zone.
Zubov for Sador. 8 seconds to go in regulation time. Lapointe came together with the linesman Jean Morin. But it won't matter because this game, just as the previous 3 here in the Coliseum have, will go to overtime. So Yashin's goal, which tied it in the second, has given the Islanders a point in the standings. Again, they have taken at least a point out of every game, including today's. All 4 home games have gone to overtime. We'll see how this one turns out.
Why don't you get us something to cool this fire down?
I got just the thing. I got too low for that fire.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
That's not that bad.
There's no limit to the store-wide sale at The Wiz. Shop now and save 5, 10, even 20% throughout the store. Get in while it lasts and get the help of a Wiz Kid ready to answer all your questions. Push the limits of home theater with the easy-to-install Sony home theater system with a built-in DVD. Now only $499.99. And every projection TV is on sale. With amazing prices, advice, and the latest technology, there's no limit to the savings. Sale ends soon, so get it right at The Wiz.
Well, this will be not only the 4th overtime game here at the Coliseum, but the 4th straight overtime game the Islanders have played, home or away. And here are the last couple of overtime winners for the Islanders.
Yeah, they've won. Good pass here from Bates to Martinek. This was against Carolina. Martinek with his first NHL goal. And then Mariusz Czerkawski the other night off the faceoff.
Czerkawski scores!
Which you
Good
call. By you.
Well, yeah, but you called it ahead of time.
His first goal of the year.
First of the year, as you heard Howie mention. That's a big one. Let's see. It'll be interesting to see how they start. These two teams approach this overtime. Because of the fact that they're in separate conferences, I would think they're just both going to go all out to try and get that extra point.
Yeah, that's always a key point to bring up because the Islanders can afford to take a chance. Dallas was beaten in overtime by the Calgary Flames earlier this year. That was back on the 13th of this month, a little over 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and at this point, both teams just want the extra point. They know by losing, they're not going to lose a point to their opposition in this game.
So whether the Dallas Stars get the extra point or not won't affect anything the Islanders do at playoff time, other than the opportunity to get a second point out of this game. Craig Conroy, by the way, had that overtime goal for the Calgary Flames when they beat the Dallas Stars. So Yashin and Kvasha up front. Jonsson and Aucoin back for the Islanders. Modano and Audette the forwards, with Hatcher and Sidor on defense for Dallas. In overtime, Mike Modano back to the blue line. Sidor across for Hatcher. Derian Hatcher throws one wide. Modano to the corner. Kvasha on him. Modano back to or over the line, offside. And they'll bring it outside the Islander blue line. 36 seconds into this overtime.
I think Adrian Aucoin is a player you've got to watch in this overtime. And he's been able to find the room to get shots in this game. But he's had, I've counted at least 3 shots where he's had plenty on the shot and has just missed the net. I mean, just barely missed the net. So he's finding ways to get open. No wait, but he'll be out there in the next shift unless one of these teams ends it before then.
With the exception of 2 minutes and 36 seconds, all of the shifts on defense have been taken by 4 Islanders, as we talked about earlier in the third period. Hamrlik and Martinek, Jonsson and Aucoin. That gets over Osgood's stick. Lettinen checked by Hamrlik. Jari Lettinen close quarters with Zubov. Sergei Zubov got it loose but missed Nieuwendyk. And now Martinek a minute into the overtime.
Martinek doesn't mind getting involved in the play either, does he?
Both ways. Well, Peca missed that one. And the Islanders have iced it in overtime as Zubov comes back to touch up. He gets involved offensively. He gets his nose in there, literally, on a defensive situation.
Well, this has been as entertaining a game as you can imagine. 2-2, 87 total shots, 44 by the Islanders, 43 by the Dallas Stars. Evenly played. The special teams have been very important, and Howie, you made a good point midway through the second period when the Dallas Stars had the 5-on-3 advantage for 2 full minutes and failed to score, and the Islanders came right back down after that and scored a power play goal of their own by Alexei Yashin to tie the game. So that was a swing in this game as well. But it's been a fun game. We've seen a little bit of everything. Power plays, penalty killing, the goaltending by both teams has been spectacular.
And all I can guarantee you when you buy a ticket to an Islander game here at the Coliseum is 60 minutes. We can't guarantee you the overtime, but all 4 of the games here this season have gone to the extra period. 3:40 to go in this overtime. At the Islander blue line, Daryl Sidor sweeps it in, but Jonsson takes it back. Now it's Sidor who lost his stick. And now Aucoin up ahead. Aucoin into the zone, surrounded by Stars. So it's Zubov back to get it. 3:16 to go in overtime. Modano pushed away by Jonsson. I believe that would have been an offside pass had a Star touched it. And Zubov back in center. Ahead for Turgeon. Pierre Turgeon goes to the corner, gets some help from Modano, and now jumping in is Kamensky. We haven't seen much of Kamensky in this second part of the game. But now Yashin for Czerkawski. Back for Yashin. Modano back. And the puck slides to the near side. Jonsson and Martinek are back in center. But now Jonsson to the bench, replaced by Hamrlik. And Czerkawski gets back into the play. 2:39 to go in overtime. Radek Martinek pitches it into the corner. Yashin takes off after it. Sidor first to get it. Around to Zubov. And it's Morrow playing it ahead for Langenbrunner. Martinek hung in there. And Czerkawski takes the hit from Morrow.
And both teams have elected to continue to use 2 forwards.
Here's Hamrlik firing, kick, save, Turco. And Langenbrunner back the other way. Langenbrunner into the zone. Martinek was stick checking. That puck came outside the Islander blue line, and so the play whistled for an offside. 2:07 remaining in overtime.
Only one shot on goal in this overtime. It came from Roman Hamrlik. Pretty good opportunity. Czerkawski gets hit, and the Stars turn the puck over. Hamrlik will move in right there, and that's a good opportunity. And another good save by Marty Turco, and made that one look easy. It's a good, hard, low shot. And Turco was in perfect position. Before the game, he was involved in a football game. He and Sergei Zubov and Derian Hatcher had the football. They were running patterns and doing all kinds of things right up until about 45 minutes prior to game time.
Yeah, tell me about it. I almost got caught in zone coverage. Just got clobbered trying to get to the office. Nieuwendyk in the corner. Joe Nieuwendyk shoots one wide, and that'll come out of the Islanders zone. 1:52 to go in overtime. Good outlet by Lukowicz. And now Nieuwendyk. Checked by Kenny Jonsson. Ahead comes Peca. Lukowicz fell down. Peca on a breakaway. Shoots. And he scores! The Islanders win it in overtime. Michael Peca on the breakaway. The red light did not go on. The Stars are protesting, and we assume that they'll go upstairs and review. The referee immediately pointed goal. That's why they're celebrating and why some of the Stars have not yet made it to the room. But they have called upstairs for a review.
I heard the crossbar. I did hear that. This play was started by Kenny Jonsson. Kenny Jonsson over here. Look how he doesn't give up. Reaches again. Look at the play. Beautiful play by Kenny Jonsson. Now here comes Peca, who knew it was in.
Did he? You sure? The Islanders are leaving the ice. So have the Dallas Stars.
I'm not sure that went in. Not from that angle. He reacted like it went in. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hit up here. Absolutely.
You'll hear the roar. Islanders win. It's official.
Well, Michael Peca reacted right away like he thought it was in. But it was the work of Kenny Jonsson, who plays another strong game for the Islanders. Well, he basically fought off 3 Dallas Stars to make the defensive play, chip it past all of them, so that Peca would have the breakaway. Look at Jonsson right here. There's one play. Watch him reach again, right there. I'll throw it past everybody. There goes, trapped everybody. Now Peca's got time.
Islanders goal.
What a shot. Peca knew it was in. He knew it was in.
The captain, Michael Peca.
Look at that. Beautiful. Bang. Inside. And the other way. Peca didn't have to see a replay. He knew. Watch this area. There it is. Off this white and out. So the Islanders win again.
How about these guys, huh?
It's easy.
Our third star, number 79, Alexei Yashin.
Here are the 3 Stars.
Now, we talked about him during the game, too. The way he handled the puck and held on to it and made plays in this game was really something to watch.
Number 35,
that guy wasn't bad.
And they're going to give Peca the first star, but somewhere you got to factor Marty Turco.
Oh, he was tremendous.
And our first star of the game, number 27, with the game-winning goal, Michael Peca.
So Mike Peca adds to the best start in the history of this franchise. Overtime once again, kind to the Islanders. Peca wins it. 3-2 New York. We'll be back.
Hey, looks like it's going to be a great race.
Yeah, I guess.
You're new around here, huh?
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
It goes like this. I'll face my ride. I'll take you to the top. 'Cause I want it. You need it. This will not be denied. But I'll take a little time and I'm never gonna stop.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Good race. Thanks.
Make it a Bud Light.
New York Islanders hockey has been brought to you by Bud Light, the proud supporter of the NHL. And by The Wiz. Get it right at The Wiz, your ticket to entertainment. Sunday Night Fights on Fox Sports Net. Pound for pound, the best fighters in the world go toe-to-toe. Witness boxing fury from a ringside seat. Sunday Night Fights on Fox Sports Net.
Islanders win it in overtime, 3-2. The goal of the game, I suppose this one's in the no-brainer category, is brought to you by Bud Light, the proud supporter of the National Hockey League. And the way this game went, it was only fitting that it took an extra minute to confirm that the Islanders had in fact defeated the Dallas Stars.
Well, and it was the play by Kenny Jonsson that got the play going. He just battled and wouldn't give up before making the play that allowed Michael Peca to find the open area and go in for the breakaway, of which he had plenty of time to shoot wherever he wanted. He picked the perfect spot. Jonsson with the play, Peca with the time, quick wrist shot. Oh, he let that go fast, in and out of the net quickly. Peca knew it was in. That's the winner. There it is again. Peca taking advantage of the defensive play by Kenny Jonsson. Boy, what a shot. Turco stopped just about everything in this game, and that one there was a perfect shot.
Boy, I tell you what, you're right about Kenny Jonsson, not only on that play, but on that great sweep check he made on, who was a Langenbrunner or Nieuwendyk?
Nieuwendyk coming down the wing, yes.
Kenny Jonsson just had a phenomenal game and continues to be the kind of defenseman that Mike Milbury figured he would be when the Islanders got him all those years ago from Toronto. I mean, his play this year has been understated, but not at all to be overlooked.
Not overlooked in any sense, Howie. He has been a player that when you watch him and you hang around him, he doesn't feel a lot of pressure, and he's just going out and having a lot of fun. I haven't seen a frown on his face now in 2 months.
That's right, and there are smiles all over the Islander family right now. Michael Peca's got one because he's sitting downstairs with Stan Fischler, guys.
Well, thanks, guys. I'm smiling because I'm so stupid. I said, hey, I think the Islanders should settle for a tie about a minute before you scored, Michael, and I was complaining that I thought Kenny Jonsson was getting tired, and he made the great play to you. How do you feel right now about this win?
Really good. You know, we're just so ecstatic that we're, continuing to be resilient in games that, at times we, dominate and then we give up a little bit, but we're able to always come back with strong third periods and stay strong through overtimes when we had to. But, Kenny's been a stud for us all year, and he made a great play up the wall, and I was just fortunate the defenseman fell and allowed me to go in by myself.
And we're going to take a look at the Kenny Jonssons. I guess it was the second and the third try, and take me through it right here.
Well, we had 3 forwards out there, and the point of that is to make sure we got somebody cheating a little bit if we could, and I saw an opportunity, and Kenny got it up, and when I saw the defenseman fell, and Marty Turco was way out of the net there, he gave me the whole glove side, and I was just fortunate to find the top corner. The other night in Carolina, I shot that one over the net, but good thing this one went in today.
Now, what are you thinking as you're crossing the blue line?
Right there, I wanted to control the puck, and I knew he fell, and I knew I had the whole side. It was just a matter of hitting my target.
When I watch you take that shot, I always think of guys practicing, when you have your workouts and you go, and I gather you were aiming for that corner.
Yeah, I was. It's about, maybe 1.5 feet square I'm looking at there, and just trying to put the ball, the puck in there. I'm thinking, of a baseball pitcher, he's got his little target that he's trying to hit, and that's similar to what I was trying to do. I had a target. He gave me that much room, and I was fortunate enough to hit it.
Okay, now I was honest with you. I said I was wrong. You be honest with me. We were sitting together this summer when you came to the Islanders. Would you have dreamt then that the team would get off to a start the way it has?
Well, I don't even think teams like Colorado and Detroit could have assumed to get off to a start like the one we've had, but we knew we had to get out of the blocks early for just to get the mental state of our game going in the right direction. And we've been fortunate to win a couple games early and just continuing to feed off it, and it's been great.
We're worried about your goaltender today.
It's just he's just played unbelievable for us. He's logged a lot of games for us, and he's continuing to play great. Upper 40s in shots today. It's incredible. We're very fortunate to have Chris Osgood.
Okay, where do you go from here, Michael? What's next?
Well, we have practice tomorrow, and I think our mindset and Peter and the coaching staff have done a great job in keeping us grounded if we haven't done so already ourselves. And we got to go and get ready for Tuesday's game against Florida.
Congratulations, the captain, Michael Peca. This team can only get better, and that could be dangerous. Take it away, Howie.
Dangerous? It's darn near impossible. They still haven't lost a game in regulation time, winning this one in overtime, their 3rd overtime win of the year. Michael Peca, the hero, in a game that was hard and featured all kinds of spectacular goaltending and pretty good plays offensively, too. The Islanders really turned this game around midway through, and the Stars had a 5-on-3 2-minute power play in the second period. Islanders killed that off. Yashin tied it on the power play. Osgood kept them in until Peca won it in overtime. See you Tuesday night on TV 55 when the Florida Panthers come to the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And so, for Joe Micheletti, Stan Fischler, Ed Westfall, and our entire Fox Sports Net crew, I'm Howie Rose. Have a great night.
We now join this regularly scheduled program in progress.
Actual role right now with Robbie Gordon, and how did you get put in that position?
Well, I'm the crew chief over there. Started out the season that Fred Graves had been hired to do the crew chief thing, and I was just kind of like his assistant, so I could kind of learn the trade a little bit because, I got a lot to learn. And for whatever reasons, that didn't work out that well, so I just kind of got thrown right into the fire. Took over his spot, and so now I'm just trying to gather everything I can every day that goes by. I try to get better and better at it, trying to learn all the people management skills and stuff. That's the hardest part for me. I can get out there and work on a race car, but I have to learn about all these people skills and everything. That's probably the toughest.
I know you, and you haven't really done a whole lot of Winston Cup racing, and obviously a lot of people that are probably going to watch this show, they're saying, how did this guy come from California and end up back there and being a Winston Cup crew chief?
It's just hard work. I guess the best thing you got to do is you got to listen about 4 times more than you speak, and just keep working hard at it, and happen to fall across the right situations. I was fortunate enough to work with you, and when I got back here, you gave me a job with the truck team, and it's just, I've just built on it from there. It's just got to keep paying attention and keep working hard, and can't be lazy about things.
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. If being right means being without you, I'd rather live a wrong-doing life. If I can't see you when I want, I'll see you when I can. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
The Roadstar from
Loving you is wrong.
The archery season, I guess, out of the hunt season is my favorite. Then the muzzle loading. It's fun, just to be able to pour the powder in and pack a bullet. I guess that's the closest I'll ever get to being Daniel Boone. But the springtime fishing, I guess, overall is just incredible. The explosion of the bite, I just take a heart pill before I go so I can handle it. From fishing supplies to hunting, everything I get from Walmart. I don't know why you would go anyplace else to buy it, unless you just like spending more money than you need to. A bad day of hunting is still better than a good day at work anytime.
Honey, if you're watching this, I've gotten a Suzuki King Quad during Quad Fair, and I won't be back for a while. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. The deal was too good to pass up. I had my choice of a free Warner Super Winch or $300 of free accessories. They also offered low monthly payments or low APRs. How could I say no? I'll miss you. Could you feed the dog?
Stop by your local Suzuki dealer today for great Quad Fair deals.
It's not for sale.
Some things are just too good to let go of. That's why there's Valvoline Max Life, the first motor oil formulated for higher mileage engines. Max Life conditions use seals to help prevent leaks and helps you hold on to your car for a long, long time.
Don't even think about it.
Valvoline Max Life.
This notebook is bound to raise a few eyebrows. It's got a laser-sharp screen, hot swappable drives you can switch on the fly, a lightning-fast Intel Pentium 3 processor, and the power to turn heads. Envious? Why? For just $13.79, we can build one for you. The compact Presario 1700T. Call 1-888-271-1826 to buy now and double your memory for free. Plus, get a free upgrade to a 2-year limited warranty.
one of the NHL's original franchises, a tradition as old as New York sports itself. There are no more devoted fans anywhere, and New Yorkers love their Broadway blue shirts. Messier, Leach, Richter, Lindros, Sam, JD, and the MSG crew bring you award-winning coverage from pregame to postgame and everything in between. New York Rangers hockey on MSG. The Rangers are at the Garden to battle the Stars, Monday night on MSG Network.
I have a big old catfish.
What is it, catfish?
I don't know. I ain't seen it yet. I don't know what it is. Might be a big old catfish.
Good thing about it's a fish.
That's right. No, it's a bass. I can't believe he ain't jumped, though. He's just a wild man, ain't he? There he goes. Now he's going to jump a little bit. Oh, don't mind him more. Yeah, he's going to jump a little bit. He ain't that big. He's a teaser. One time he felt big. Hey, look at this one. He's a teaser. Better than what's been going on. Yeah.
I got to pick up the pace now, Ernie. I think we're tied.
What do you say? You got to pick up the pace. That's right. You got two.
I've got two real ones.
Mm-hmm. Man, I had him hooked, huh? He had him hooked good. That little booger in.
You know, you haven't been around the Winston Cup circuit that much, but what are some of the tracks that you really enjoy going to?
I really liked going to the road courses, but I guess the best one of the bunch is probably Bristol. That's like at home, you know. That's hard, short track racing. The guy that wins is the one that won to win the worst. That's what I like.
And survive.
That's the way Ivan used to teach it, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the best one, Bristol. So.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people ask me, what is some of my favorite racetracks? And, you know, I mean, again, I've been fortunate to win on most of the tracks. And I really liked Martinsville. Martinsville is a nice racetrack. And the one racetrack that people can't believe that I say that I like is the racetrack I've had the most problems with in Michigan. And, you know, but I really like that racetrack because it's just so competitive, and you know you can race on it. And
right.
You know, again, you have to have a good handling car and a lot of motor. And
right, good
you know,
aero
I was
package.
very fortunate. That's the last race that I'd won is at Michigan, and I really like it. But again, that's the last race I had ran too.
Right.
Now, because that's the racetrack. I almost lost my life, at least twice.
Yeah, that second time was with me, you know, with a car that we had built there at the shop, and that's a tough pill to swallow going there. But you know, you always run good there. It's a good track. You can run 3 wide, and you know, have a good race. So
that's what it's all about. Is going out for the competition. You know, no matter if you're, you know, wherever you're running, you want to make sure that you've got competition. And you know, Michigan is a racetrack that just seems like it's so competitive, and it's a lot of fun.
Right.
And you know, I mean, when I went back and after my accident and went back there and ended up conquering that racetrack, that was the most joyful time in my life, just because, you know, this is a racetrack that I almost lost my life. And,
right.
I would just happen to, you know, we had a real good car that day, and just basically kicked butt.
Y'all through talking racing now? You ready to start fishing?
Shouldn't we be catching some fish instead of finding some
but
fish?
look, y'all will sit here and talk about racing, and we're on the water, so let's go catch a fish. Pull back, wind down to it. Pull back, wind down to it. There you go, pull back. Wind down to it. There he is. There he is. Wind down, pull back. Wind down to it. There you go.
He tried to jump off.
There's your tiebreaker.
There's the tiebreaker. I was watching. I was watching.
There's your tiebreaker.
Oh,
look at that. He shook the hook out of his mouth and about jumped out of my hand on top of that.
He'll try to bite you.
What's that thumb? What is this? Come on!
Yeah.
You got my win.
The whole thumb.
I'll let you let him go. Got to do like Jimmy Houston and kiss him.
Jimmy Houston ain't right.
Jimmy Houston and kiss him.
3-2.
Me and my buddy go fishing. We're going all day. This day was excellent. It was a perfect day for fishing. I cast it out, hit bottom, now just started working my worm. We get our worms at Walmart. This is the worm I'm using. My buddy was sitting next to me, and I said, yeah, I got one. So I set the hook on him. In 10 seconds, bam, he had a hit too. I'm just catching my fish, hoping it's bigger than his. Brought the fish to the boat and went down to lip it, pulled it up, and there's my worm hanging, and there's his. We were arguing the rest of the day who caught the fish. It's a true story. Same fish at the same time. Lower prices mean a smile on my face. That's Walmart.
I can't stand looking at that thing.
I think it's cool. It's Suzuki's first sport utility ATV, the all-new Vincent 500 automatic.
You realize that thing's the reason you're here.
Oh, I like it here. It's warm, dry.
Let me tell you, that Vincent's one hard work.
Hey, keep out of it.
You're not the boss of me.
I don't
and you know
believe
what?
that you
I
were
would
fussing with
appreciate.
It's got style and a ton of great features.
Will you shut up?
Or you'll do what? Stare him to death?
Very funny.
Amazing Whitetails, the video by nationally renowned whitetail photographer Mike Biggs. You've never seen anything like this before. So many incredible sights that you'll watch it over and over. Without a doubt, the most exciting whitetail video ever made. This is a limited, first-time television offer made by special arrangement with Mike Biggs. So don't miss out. Call now. 1-800-433-2102. That's 1-800-433-2102.
I got my business online a few years ago. To this day, I'm glad I used Register.com. They registered my domain name and got it out there. That helped. I mean, I'm still going strong.
A company's name is its reputation. Gotta protect it. That's why I transferred to Register.com. They watch your back on the internet.
Whether you're a startup or well-established, we can help you with everything from domain registration to personalized email. Call the number on your screen now to register and get a domain name that includes a multi-page website for under $30 a year.
In the old days, shipbuilders relied on word of mouth. With the website I got through Register.com, it's just like the old days, only in 60 languages.
Your name is important. Protect it with Register.com.
I registered my craft.
I registered my vision.
I registered my knowledge.
Visit Register.com for this limited offer to get your business out on the web and keep it there.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
He's there. He's there, whatever he is.
Feels as good as any that I had so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pull back and wind up. There he is. He's a nice little fish. Ain't no monster.
Oh, there. So you got the net on around there.
Well, I didn't want him to give me a hard time about losing fish like you did.
Yeah.
Come here, boy. That's twice as big as him Ernie called him.
Yeah, it sure is. Look at that, Ernie.
Look, Ernie's fishing on credit. Hey, Ernie, you can't catch nothing like that.
Yeah, what's the deal here?
Huh?
And also,
look.
Yeah, but it only won so far.
Look, he's fishing on credit. Now look at this. This boy here's been eating good. Look at his mouth. See that tail, that one sticking out?
Oh, yeah.
See it?
Probably one we just already had.
No, it's an old one. See that one there? He eats?
Yeah.
See it?
Yeah, let it eat.
That's probably the one that Ernie let get away.
Probably. Look about the same
he
size.
enjoyed his free dinner. Thanks to Ernie. Compliments of Ernie, right?
Yeah.
Ernie.
You was fishing with no bait?
He had no bait on.
Is that credit?
I got a credit card in my pocket you can put on if you want to. You might catch as much fish with it as you're going to
Tell you what,
do.
Ernie. The next one I catch, I'm going to let you reel it in, all right?
Oh. Where's he at?
He's over here.
You want to jump in the boat with you?
Ernie, you want to get that net for me?
Oh, yeah. Hey, if he got that net, you know what he'd do? He'd probably knock it off just for the pure meanness of it. There he is. That's a nice bass.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Hey, watch it. Hold on. Is what?
It was Jerry's fish.
Oh. He took and ate your bait and went and got on his hook, didn't he?
Right. He ate my bait.
So that don't necessarily count as his catch.
No, it's half mine.
Jerk, what? You got it.
Hey, Ernie, you want to reel this in, Ernie?
You tight. You be tight.
You want me to reel it in? Remember, I've lost a couple.
Here's. Go back right there. Keep a little more tension on your line than what you're doing. Keep more tension on your rod.
Okay.
Jerk on it. Oh, you're just too late on him. Don't jerk quite that hard.
I don't want to get accused of not jerking hard.
Oh, you done good. Just don't jerk quite that hard.
I was wanting to jerk a big time.
I know.
Look at him.
Where's that net now before he gets off?
You want me to get that net? All right, here we go. Here, I'll even let you take him off. How's that? You want to do that?
Oh, no hook.
Be careful. Watch out, that hook will get you. I know you jerked a little hard there. Here you go, Ernie. Hold on this.
I think my phone's in here.
Nope.
That's the same one. He got the damn fish in his mouth again.
Same one? No, it ain't the same one.
I can't get that hook.
Hello. That's him. Yeah, how you doing?
Look. And you wonder why I ain't catching no fish.
Inside. See that?
Yep, but that's not the same one.
Oh, it's not?
Uh-uh.
Oh, just didn't eat good.